Shout out to the people. Man, shout out to y'all. This the boy Suave, boss man of Snapping Off Entertainment, the Argument League, the AOI, you know, and a whole bunch of Black Power stuff, man. Hit the like as y'all come in. Let's turn up. It's been a while. I ain't did a stream in a minute. Um, First and foremost, life's been good. Got my new place. That's what the mess is about over there. You can see. Came in, dropped all my shit right there along that wall. Oh, I'd already cussed. But jumped all my stuff along that wall. Um, and that's it. But I got my own spot. Feel like $1,000,000. I ain't gonna lie, hold you up. It was like the situation that I was in, it just outgrew itself. And man ain't supposed to be living with a man for too long. I'd rather live with a woman. You can call me what you want. But I would rather be living with a woman than living with a man. Yeah, I had to do an emergency move and ended up having to move in with somebody I consider my friend. No longer. But yeah, got my own spot. And a lot of people don't know this about me, but this is my first spot. Yeah, yeah. I came up out of my pop's crib like 14, started living in friends' house and sleeping in houses that wasn't nobody living in at the time or whatever. We did what we had to do. But like most of my relationships, the female had somewhere to stay and invited me to stay, and that's what happened. So it was like, I've always took my time and my resources and put them into somebody else's house, And then when the relationship went wrong, I ended up with nothing. Because I never took the time out to say, man, I'm finna get me a car, some rims, a wardrobe, some bang in my car, life insurance, health insurance, anything. It was just, oh, I got paid. Oh, the kids need this, the house need that. You would like to have this, and it made sense to me. Because to me, it's like having your own spot is a selfish thing. I got all this room, and I'm by myself. I don't even go in the bedroom. You know what I'm saying? You see what's on that side of the crib. I'll be in this little area right here, and the kitchen is right there. But it's mine. I guess it does. It gives you, I don't know, a sense of something. I don't even know what it is because I ain't never had it. That's crazy, right? But I'm in this thing. I went broke moving into this thing because, I was, like I said, after my relationship broke up so unexpectedly and I had to do an emergency move overnight. I moved in with my partner. He was behind on his rent, behind on his truck note. So, it was beneficial. But then it just got ridiculous. It was like he owed me over $2,000. His taxes still ain't came. IRS sending him notes. And he's steadily trying to feed me promises off his taxes. I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? I don't need those talks. But yeah, it just got to the point where it was like it was an unlivable situation. It just got to that point. I'll just put it to you like that. And maybe I'll get into it if it's important enough, but it ain't important enough right now. What y'all got going on, man? What y'all doing? It's the boy Suave Boss. Off, rolling up. I got me some salmon in there, thawing out. I put in a little water, it don't take long. Throw it in a skillet with some butter and some lemon pepper. I can eat. I haven't ate since like about 2 o'clock, 2:30, something like that. I had a late breakfast. So yeah, that's what's up with me. But anyway, man, I don't know how many of y'all watch Back on Fig. If that's a platform that y'all common, but yeah, Back on Fig that broke off from No Jumper, T Rail and AD and Duno and Smack, uh, and the gang. So it's a couple of them. Back on Fig, which is like Fig Community World, FNW Universe, and the Apollo, with Mac King, Tiny, and TL. And then, Truth in the Details, which is King. And then Tiny has his own. But it's a dude named Poetic Flocko, which people may have heard of. He came from like the Dr. Umar universe, like tough Dr. Umar universe. And it's an episode on that. If y'all watch that, I would like to discuss that because he kind of whooped him. Because one thing that these podcasts don't do is talk knowledge. They really don't have any knowledge. You know what I'm saying? They just react to street stuff, in the music industry stuff, pop stuff, viral stuff. But they very rarely like have anybody on there that really got some information that can break something down. And Flacco's just one of them guys, and he went on there and whooped them, made them look bad. Now I know everybody, it's a podcast. Everybody's just acting out their role. These are their real thoughts, but they just put them out there to get beat up or accepted or be right or wrong. This, that, other, but did a terrific job on that. I like to talk about that. Psychopathics jumped off the debate league interviews, the interviews, not the league yet. But yeah, Marley had an interview. And it was Marley. I think he comes off, pretty stupid, but I know Marley's a great researcher. He knows how to look up information and read information. I don't know if he knows how to control information. Um, I don't know if he has control over the information, but he sure know how to pull up a random article and read it for half an hour like he really doing something. But nevertheless, less than ever, he had his interview. So it's cool, to see the ball rolling and things happening. Taz is supposed to be next. I didn't jump up on Marley's interview. And not to sound entitled, because I know people be like people really on the Suave Boss hate train right now. But so what? I'm just gonna embrace being the villain, I guess. But I didn't jump up there because Marley's not interested intellectually. Like I know he don't have no information. Marley sit backs on Cuba the channel, and he just most of the time interrupted information. He laughs like like a teenage girl all through the stream, and that's just to cover up for the fact that he don't have no information. But while you're talking about information, he sure know how to come up and be like, "Hey, I found this about that," and read it, and you can tell he don't know what's going on because he don't know where to start. He don't know where to stop. He doesn't go straight to the important stuff. Like he will read the whole article, and it'll be like, "Bro, just read that part pertaining to what we was talking about." But nevertheless, it is what it is. Young Thug is under scrutiny for being a snitch, which is a conversation that I see a lot of people avoiding. And it's not that because I listen to Young Thug or anything like that, but these are people like that made it. Like this was a big case, the YSL Rico trial, Young Woody and the gang. You know what I'm saying? Talking about YSL is a gang, Gunna and all of that stuff. Now it comes out that Young Thug did more than Gunna did. You know, and let's not forget, Young Thug is the one who got everybody into this. He the one who blew up and started yelling YSL, Slime Gang, and rapping about all of this stuff and showing guns while acting sassy. It just got crazy. It just got crazy. So here come Gunna, and Gunna just want to be an artist, but Young Thug still want to play in the streets because now he got money. And, he get to be the G that he wanted to be, but it went bad, and he ended up getting indicted, and a whole bunch of people got indicted with him. And Gunna was just one of them people that said, "Hey, I'm not telling y'all nothing y'all don't already know. Young Thug let y'all know that YSL is a gang. Yes, they done crime on live. Like just thinking about it. Possession of gun in some factors is a crime. Smoking marijuana in some factors is a crime. If they on that blowing weed all day and weed ain't legal, that's a crime. So he like, yeah, they commit crimes. Yeah, I'll be a fool to sit up here and go to jail and ruin my career. And I mean, if you're gonna do it, Gunna did it the way he's supposed to do it. He held on to his white fan base that don't give a fuck, that don't give a damn about the streets, the snitching code, gangsters, none of that. They don't care about none of that. They care that you are marketable and that you're entertaining them. And so that's just what it was. Let me see if I can put this link up there, just in case somebody want to jump up and we actually have some type of discussion or panel. I know people been scared to jump on my panel because you might get blackballed. Like I say, I'm the bad guy right now. I'm Tony Montana right now. Okay, interview. The stream looks like it's going pretty good too, as far as the quality. I like that. I like that. Shout out to the 2 people who hit the like button. You know. But yeah, I know I ain't been consistent. The views fell off and dropped down, but if I become consistent, I know I could bring it back up. People don't really got a place to talk, especially in a controlled environment, because a lot of these panels just let anybody on, and it's like, come on, man, what are we talking about? But like I say, shout out to Taz, shout out to A9, and shout out to Madon, and shout out to Blue. I saw Blue was up there, and they, did an interrogation on Marley, and of course he failed, But welcome to the debate league. You feel me? Taz said that he's next. I think they set it up for Sunday, 8 o'clock, 5 o'clock, something like that. So let's do that. Yeah, let me not get the marijuana on camera. But I would like to be after that. I'm guessing I won't be, but who knows? It might be business. So yeah, let's put Suave up there at the Taz, you know. But yeah, that's just it. Happy to see that Psychopathia's got the debate league interviews going down. Shout out to him. And I can't find nothing on the solar case, on the James Cannon case, the solar mine, because that's what I've been trying to do. Like, what happened to that? Because if we could follow Polite, we definitely could follow the solar mine case and see what happens with that. Might have to fly out to Philly. Who knows? Who knows? But I'm not the professional. Shout out for Taz for showing me how it's done. let me collaborate on her with him on the polite case because I was very interested in that. But you know, hey, the girls want to go to Florida and the case is in Florida, so let's get to Florida. All right, I'm back. Yeah. So I would like to know what happened to that solar mine case, man. Like pulling out on the train, that's some wild stuff. And you know, we've been commenting his parts for years, so I wouldn't want to just let that just fall off and we don't have no information on that, you know. But yeah, Marley did his interview and you know, it shouldn't have been nobody up there but Lance and Madon. Lance and Madon could have handled him, you know. Or at least gave him an opportunity to look like, you know, he had some information. But dealing with you know, Blue A9 Taz, you're gonna get smacked. You know, you're gonna get smacked, you know. But nevertheless, I can't wait to Taz interview. Can't wait for Mike. Can't wait for Blues A9. Can't wait to see who else want to join. And can't wait to get some of you guys in a structured debate, for real. They kicked us some dust and they was talking about you know, Taz asked the question, is drill music um the cause to, you know, bull crap happening, you know, what we see in the streets? And I say, yeah, you know, and he says no. So I said, I'll take that debate. He actually asked Marley, but it seemed like every time that Taz would twist Marley's arm, he got him to agree with him. So, there it goes. So, yeah, I said, I'll take that one. That would be Jiggy. And there was another one. Yeah, but that's it. That's hard. That's, see if I can share this. And of course, people stay yelling all goddamn. I don't know why people be so loud. Like, I don't know why people just can't be considerate of other people. But hey, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. Oh, will that take you to? Okay, yeah, it will. Yeah, but that's it. Just got off a hard day work. Finna have a little drink. We got a 1800 in the building. I get a half a gallon. Don't panic. I get a half a gallon. This costs about $40, and it'll last me a week. I come in, and this is about, yeah, this the fourth day, like 4 days. So you know, I usually get like two half pints. They got like two half pints for like $18, $16. Yeah, like $16. They're like $8 a piece. Sometimes I get a half pint. Most of the time, I like to get 2 half pints when my money's fine. But I'd rather get this because this is only $40, and I could pour me a pint up out of this every day. Shit, you know. I used to know the math on that, but I don't. But I get a little tequila, and I wish I could take y'all with me. Well, I could if I jumped on my phone. But if I jumped on my phone. Okay. Okay. So the salmon installed. Yeah. Got my little desk chair, and these bad boys nice right here. I got them for the little bar area, but you get boom. Whoa! Look at what the building. What? 1, 2, 3. I got 4 of them. Man, I'm gonna hook this place up nice, man. Y'all already know. Um, get my massage chair. Get my hot tub. Let me see. I want to see if I can take it to my phone. Finna put this little food on. But however it is, you know what? I can just put my check, mic check, mic check, mic check. Okay. So we back. So I'm gonna go over here and put the salmon on right quick. They say the boy losing weight. All right, shout out to you. But yeah, that's just it. Little spot, nothing. Hold on. Oh, it won't let me. What that say? Microphone could not control mic with AirPod Pro. Got you. So yeah, really nothing. Um, New spot. First interview with the debate league. Let me put a little butter in this pan right quick. Throw this little bit of salmon in there right quick. Yeah, man, the bachelor life. The bachelor life. Yeah. And you know me, I'm looking for a significant other. I'm not want to be alone, but I just really gotta be careful, man. Cause it seems like I get in relationships and girls love me. I'm cute or handsome. I'm kind. I'm sweet. I'm smart. And never met nobody like that before. And then they just fall off. It's like, I don't really know what it is. If it's like an insecurity because you used to be with a dude that does you dirty. So then, and I think that's what it is. I think people know how to deal with somebody who puts you through the ringer. You know, like people they just not very serious about relationships. You know, and that sucks. That sucks. Because some of these women, like I said, man, I was a stepfather, and you know, taking kids to school, doctor's appointments. See, you got to watch out who you get your salmon from, because this salmon ain't even got no skin on it, and it's the Kroger salmon. Let's help this salmon, because you know that.
They'll fake your ass out with some fake food real fast. So that's done. Let me rinse this out. Yeah, man, very interesting having a woman, you know. I like female company. I like having, someone who has my back and, that good little energy. I'm not good at being a player, and that's like what life has been presenting me with recently. And it's like, oh man, do I mess that up? Do I mess that up? I can't balance women. I can't. I'd rather have them here together. Like, look, we all know each other. We cool, but we just get to that point. Call me when she leave. Huh? Like a woman to know you messing with another woman, but won't like just click it up. Like, why am I spending time with you and spending time with you and then spending bread over here, spending bread over there, cooking over here, cooking over there? We can all be here cooking and sharing and you know doing what's real. But nah, people ain't going. People are not going. But hey, shout out to them. It's their choice, it's their decision. It really is. I'm not mad at them. It just, kind of kicks me in the ass. Like, damn, how do we get like this? You know, how do I always end up the worst dude you ever met? Yeah. It's cool because I'm gonna tell you when I get my shit all the way together, I got my spot. I'm working on getting my car, and I've been holding on to my job. I made it all the way up to motherfucking store manager. And, we just gonna see where that go. Okay, yeah, that salmon is in there. See, but I don't like the salmon without the skin, and maybe it's not all of them. Maybe just the way it is cut, but I like the salmon with the skin on it. That skin retains a lot of flavor. See, this is just flesh. But anywhere it go, not to boy y'all. Just put some butter in that thing. Put some butter in that thing. And then I ain't gonna lie. I might be doing it a little early, but I'm gonna throw the lemon pepper on that thing. Let the lemon pepper do what it do. Leave it out when I flip it over. I'm gonna leave that like that. I got my little juice. Put my juice back in the refrigerator. And then I can come back and talk to y'all. Without that, y'all having to peer all the way through the house or whatever. Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is, man. It's like people are very comfortable in being pieces of crap, you know. Mm. And then they always try to demonize you. They always try to make you seem like you the worst person in the world just to legitimize the trifling stuff that they do, you know. But like I said, it is what it is, man. But yeah, can't wait for the other interview. And I just said, See if we could get it jumping off. But yeah, man, really been to myself. Go to work, come home. Like, yeah, it's just that growth period for me, man. Where I'm excited for 2026. I got a little bit of control on life right now. Got a little decent money coming in, and I get to make moves. I was looking at cranberry juice. Don't get it twisted. I'm not sponsored by them, but Ocean Spray, holla at me. It ain't nothing like cranberry juice. That's the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth. Yeah, yep. Got a little balcony. I got my red, black, and green flag, the one I used to have in the back with the unk in the window in my last office. And nothing like that first B once you get home. But I ain't gonna lie, like I might smoke a B a day. I don't smoke crazy, you know. If I don't stay up too late, I'll wake up with the rest of this B. I don't know what y'all be smoking, but my shit be working. I be high. I be seeing dudes just stuffing backwoods back to back to back. And I just don't get that. How do niggas brag on how much they pay for they smoke and then smoke 5, 6 backwoods in 4 hours? Your weed ain't working. Maybe you need to switch over to joints for a couple of days. You feel me? Them joints will beat you right up. Them joints will beat you right the fuck up. Okay, we have action. Let me see if I can loosen it up without tearing it. That'd be the thing, huh? That'd be the thing, huh? Do not tear it. But yeah, I love cooking. Cooking? Yeah, I could do that. I was the cook in all my houses except for I could say the last two. Yeah, I could say the last two. See, everything that say non-stick ain't non-stick, man. I'm starting to learn that. This is criminal. This is real criminal the way that they do it. And I know I ain't got the fire up too high, but let me add some more butter. Let me add some more butter. Get that pan real good and buttery. But yeah. Yeah, it was nice seeing a good old fashioned interview, you know. And I appreciate that Psycho Patriots. He like, really keeps it low key. He makes it more about the debaters. He don't, well, here's another question, this, that, another. I don't know how far into the interview they was when I peeped it, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know if he like had a line of questioning for him before or whatever it was, but they did our thing. So it looked like we had some debates coming back this way, which should be smooth. I don't know. Let me see. Came in the door. I said it before. Uh, well, of course it was 11 hour string. Let me see though. It looked like Psychopathies did do like a pre some. I don't hear Psycho saying nothing yet, but let's share screen. Make sure the sound
belief
is on there.
systems, I'm sure. You think that's going to give you a step up?
Okay, so let's
Repeat the
see.
question one more time. I didn't get that.
And I need my other
I was
television
saying,
so I could
being a
drag my
therapist, you're
screen over
dealing with a
here.
lot of different people with
That
coming
might
at
be
you with
what
a
I
lot of
do
different
tomorrow.
beliefs,
Cause I could play
issues,
with
and
that other
everything else. And I
TV and
know
just set it on
beliefs
the
and all
floor
that
right
kind of
here.
falls into play when doing therapy and, kind of ideas that they might fall
So he,
into because, you got.
in true Marley fashion, he got stumped by the first question. Let's see.
Oh, my fault. I was on mute. Okay,
Oh,
yeah. Okay, yeah. So tell me. So being a therapist, right?
mhm.
How does this, like, dealing with these different personalities and a lot of different people coming at you with different ideas, different belief systems? I'm sure you think that's going to give you a step up.
So Psycho asks him, being a therapist, dealing with multiple people, multiple lines of thought and beliefs, this, that, and other. Do you think that gives you an advantage in the debate league? Let's hear his answer.
Repeat the question one more time.
Repeat the question one more time. Yeah, get him the fuck out of here. Okay, now I'm playing. I'm playing. Cause every time I get hard on a motherfuckers, suave, suave. I don't know why motherfuckers are so comfortable trying to make me the bad guy. But yeah. So he won't listen. Okay, repeat the question.
I didn't get that.
I was saying, being a therapist, you're dealing with a lot of different people with coming at you with a lot of different beliefs, issues, and everything else. And I know beliefs and all that kind of falls into play when doing therapy and, kind of ideas that they might fall into because, you got to kind of peel back the onion with these people. So, do you think understanding personalities and stuff like that, do you think that's going to give you an advantage?
Oh yes, yes, definitely, most definitely, yes, yes, and the way how people think as well, yes, you know,
Yeah, yeah, no
and then
doubt.
too, I'm a well-traveled person too as well.
No, he said yeah. He said yeah. And he said he's a well traveled person.
So,
Let's see what
I've
that
been
means.
to a lot of different places in the world, to a lot of different continents. So, I think that'll also help me out too with that experience as well, and
Hmm.
historical things that I have seen in real life, in person.
Right.
Some of these places that these people read about, I've been to like a lot of these places. So, seeing artifacts and, speaking with the local peoples in the area and stuff like that. And, you know,
Artifacts. You mentioned artifacts. What type of artifacts you talking about? Because that's
Yeah,
going to
that
pique
caught
your
my ear
interest.
too.
What type of artifacts you talking about?
you got like Native American artifacts, African artifacts, um,
Man, which
African artifacts. What
artifact?
part of Africa?
West Africa, Egypt, um, yeah, mostly
Man,
West
listen,
African.
man. You see what I'm saying? Now, we didn't bring this up. This man said he's well traveled, and let me get the wordage all the way right because he said something about he well traveled. Then he
In Egypt.
incorporated seeing artifacts and it helping him in
Uh,
the debate league.
you got
Going artifacts. You
the local and
mean,
a lot of different places in the world. To a lot of different continents. So, I think that'll also help me out too with that experience as well, and
mm-hmm.
historical things that I have seen in real life. In person.
Right.
Some of these places that these people read about, I've been to like a lot of these places. So,
Nah,
seeing artifacts and, speaking with the local peoples in the area.
nah. He said a lot of these places that people read about actually been cool. What did you do when you got there? Because I could read about a place and know more about it historically than you. Factually than you. You been there, yeah. But what did you do? You know, you saw an artifact. Which artifact? I saw the Parade in Maru. I saw the Myrna Patastella. I saw what did you see? What did you learn about it? Cool. Not, and not being critical on Marley, have fun. I'm just saying. Um, that's how it develops with me.
and stuff like that, and you know,
He said he spoke to the local people.
Artifacts. You mentioned artifacts. What type of artifacts you talking about? Because you know that's going to pique people interest. What type of artifacts you talking about?
and you know, you got like Native American artifacts, African.
Yeah, man. When that nigga might get real low, he step away from that motherfucker. You brought up artifacts. And when he said it, it caught my interest too. And Psycho know that. So he said, yeah, talk about that. You know, that'll pique people's interest. Man, he get away from the phone is
area and stuff like that, and you know,
Artifacts. You mentioned artifacts. What type of artifacts you talking about? Because you know that's going to pique people interest. What type of artifacts you talking about?
and you know, you got like Native American artifacts,
what?
African artifacts. Um,
This nigga said, did he say Native American?
You know that's going to pique people interest. What type of artifacts you talking about?
and you know, you got like Native American artifacts,
This motherfucker say Native American artifacts. Let's get what see this what I mean when people oversell themselves, man. And I'm trying to keep it respectful, even though I can just accept the hate. People gonna hate me. I can't do no right. I can't do no right. I can't do no right. Anything I say, motherfucker, like you could talk shit about me, man, and I could appreciate it as a content creator, shit like that. It's just when you get into the crazy Nandy shit, is when it's weird. When you get into the, lands cross the line, it just gets weird. But when a motherfucker try to oversell themselves, okay, that tastes like salmon. Try to oversell their motherfucking self. Um, Oh yeah, I'm well traveled. I've seen artifacts, this, that, and the other. Okay, cool. What artifacts? Well, what kind of artifacts? He asked. He didn't ask him specifically what artifacts. But what kind of artifacts we talking about here? This nigga said Native American artifacts. What nigga? An arrowhead? You saw an arrowhead, Marty? What did you see? Oh yeah, I went out to Nevada. Oh yeah, I went out to Wyoming. Oh yeah, I went out to and I saw this artifact. This nigga said Native American artifact, which to me by itself is motherfucking weird because the Native Americans aren't famous for having fucking artifacts. Now I know there are things that are defined as artifacts in the Americas, and you can peep them out. But what the fuck are you talking about, Marlon? And then he say African artifacts. Yeah, no shit. He naming North American artifacts, African artifacts. What artifact, man? What artifact, man? Like, get more specific. He said, what part? He said, West Africa. Man, where, man? Like, yo, I went to Mali and I saw Timbuktu. What the fuck? I don't know.
African artifacts, um,
African artifacts. What part of Africa?
West Africa, Egypt, um, yeah, mostly West Africa and Egypt.
Okay, let's stay at Egypt real quick. All right, so Egypt. What's your position about Egypt? And do you feel like there's a connection there in the black community? Do you feel like there's a disconnect? Like, what's your opinion about Egypt and the black community?
Egypt and the black community.
Yeah,
Um, I think it gives some black people a sense of pride, especially when they talk about Egypt. You know, a lot of the people, uh, they see, the pharaohs as being Nubians, and it brings some sense of pride to them, so to us or whatever the case is. So I
Do
think
you
is
believe that do you believe that that our people were Nubians and Egyptians? Do you believe that?
well, they say that the indigenous people of Egypt is Nubians, and they are of sub-Saharan descent, um, which you could also find that L haplogroup in people's genetics in West Africa as well. So there's a connection with the same common ancestor when dealing with the Nubians. Yeah.
Man, do you believe that black people in America are the descendants of the damn Egyptians? And do you believe that those Egyptians were Nubians? That's it. Shout out to
As
Coliseum of
far as the
Arguments.
maternal side,
As
from
far as
what
the
I know.
maternal?
From what I know. Yeah.
Okay, so you are a believer in DNA.
I mean, yes, it's something that's objective, yes, and empirical
Okay.
studies, yes.
What do you have to say about people that deny the existence, like the relevance, excuse me, of DNA?
And what context?
Some people believe that DNA is just for entertainment, and it's kind of you can't use DNA to substantiate who a group of people is and everything else. Like, what do you have to say about these people? Do you agree with them?
Um,
Do you not agree with them?
no, I disagree with them when it comes to the DNA because
See, we can get the argument. Now, I do know that DNA is real, the information is real, but some of the information is interpreted. And some of the information is just wrong because they haven't dug deep enough. But you said genetic markers started here. These people are from there, but that genetic marker came up out of two other genetic markers. So two African genetic markers went into Europe. Another genetic marker came out of them, and then you have the European. It's no longer African. To me, those are still African genetics. Africans were the first people in Europe. Um, you can say that these people were here. You can say that you are related to these people. Cool. But you cannot definitely sit up here and say who is not related to who and who wasn't where. Why? Because you lose so much genetic information every fucking generation. By the time you get to your great great grandchild, that shit might come up that y'all ain't even related. Or y'all, a less percentage than what it is. You lose people of your ancestry and as generations progress. So you can't just say you're not related to a people or these people aren't these people just because genetic trace is different because you don't have all the information. And a lot of times you don't know who these people came up out of. What genetic um what genetic markers went into creating this new genetic marker. Now, one thing that people don't take into mind is that a lot of times when it comes to genetics, a lot of this early information came from just asking the people, who are they? Who are you? And they would tell them, oh, we are these people and we come from here and our people are this. Then they would test it and they would get a hand on DNA. That's how DNA jumped off. Oh, these people are similar, these people are similar. Now, if you ask me, you want to give me my pseudo shit, genetics come from the Egyptians and other cultures that aren't as popular that got the information and they may have had the information before Egypt was created or after Egypt was created because and this is why Lance is such an idiot because Lance is one of them people that just he's just an idiot. So he'll say, yes, Suave is now adopting my stuff because this is what y'all saw happen with the dark side. Every year the dark side was talking something and I would, but then the next year the dark side was saying what I was saying last year, you know? And just like the transhumanism thing, like I was always ahead of the curve. So Lex, it was like every time I talked to Lex, he would be disagreeing with me, but his next season of his character will be saying what the fuck I'm saying, all the way to the point they talking about the dark side means black power. What? So Lance wants to know what that feels like. So he says, yeah. I remember back in the day, Suave used to say, all black people came from Africa. And I said we were global people. And now he said we're global people. You'll never be able, excuse me, you'll never be able to find when I said all black people came from Africa. Because I don't even believe in the Africa out of Africa theory. I believe that we were global people who regressed into Africa, and then a mutation happened, white people, and then history starts. But anything before white people, they don't give a fuck. They say don't even exist. Anything outside of white people, it's not a language. Y'all didn't have a wheel. Y'all didn't travel. Y'all didn't go nowhere. Y'all didn't know what to eat. Y'all didn't know how to dress. Y'all didn't know nothing. We just stood around for 350,000 years, 600,000 years, waited on you to get here less than 10,000 years ago, and now here we go, and we got iPhones and stuff. Like, no. So that's the stupidity in what Lance was saying. Now, the nope, I don't have a solar mine update. I'm waiting on. I can't find the case. I can't do shit. I can't do shit. I'm looking up James Kelly. I don't know his middle name. I don't really know how old he is. I don't got no fucking address on him. But I keep looking up Philadelphia, New Jersey, the name, the actions that was in the video, and no, don't get it. But however it go, um, oh yeah, that's why Lance said idiot. But the genetic stuff, and I made this argument before on Cuba the channel, but you don't have all the information to sit up here and speak so definite of who was where when. You just don't. You could say you're related to those people. You are related to people who were here, here, and here. But guess what? You are related to people who were everywhere. Like you have whatever it is. If we know about the continent, it's in you. If we know, especially black people, because we such a mixed people. We got Native American in this, Asian in this, Caribbean, African, European, you know, Australian. Yeah, I definitely overcooked your salmon, but it's cool. Don't trip. But yeah, hit the like button, man, for me. Yeah, and I was saying they may have had this information before Egypt was born, but more recently we get this information from deciphering text from Egypt, and that's how we get information. And it's not a lot of the time like like there's different ways that these things come about with people were actually doing experiments, you know, but no, a lot of European information came from books, taking other people's information, reading it. Oh, this is what the heart is. This is what the brain is. This is what this is. And then they use that to actually do the procedures. And then they teach it as if they learned these procedures by practicing these procedures. No, you found out about these procedures from people who've been doing these procedures thousands of years ago. You know, and it's like they talk so bad about Africans. They talk so bad about Egyptians. Now, oh, they got a book of surgery. You know, we ain't supposed to have a wheel, right? But they got scalpels and you know the tongues to open up body parts and this, that, and the other. But that don't be big news. That's what I be saying. When a motherfucker dog you so much in publicly and then find out they incorrect and then they whisper, oh, by the way, they no. So yeah, white folks got they information and was able to like get an early hand on genetics from actually having two groups of people related to each other and seeing their blood similarity. What's in their blood? What makes them different? What makes them the same? And so that's how you get this library of genetic markers where they'll say, "Oh, your people was from here. Your people was from here, but your people's from everywhere." When do your people start? 1,000 years ago? 2,000 years ago? 4,000 years ago? Until the genetics not in your blood no more? Like that shit is crazy. But let me show you what I'm talking about. Maybe I can find this. Maybe I can't. Um, but it's about how you lose genetic information every generation. Let me see. Let me see. Um, um, let me share this one. Let me present this right here. Okay, so let's see. Let's see if y'all can hear that.
Inside our cells, each of us has a second set of genes completely separate from the 23 pairs of chromosomes we inherit from our parents. And this isn't just the case for humans, it's true of every animal, plant, and fungus, and nearly every multicellular organism on Earth. This second genome belongs to our mitochondria, an organelle inside our cells. They're not fully a part of us, but they're not separate either. So, why are they so different from anything else in our bodies? Approximately 1.5 billion years ago, scientists think a single celled organism engulfed the mitochondria's ancestor, creating the predecessor of all multicellular organisms. Mitochondria play an essential role. They convert energy from the food we eat and oxygen we breathe into a form of energy our cells can use, which is a molecule.
Okay, I don't think that's the one I wanted. But that like scientists think, but yeah, there is stuff that you don't inherit. Okay,
You don't descend genetically from all your ancestors.
there you go.
The human genome is made up of more than 3 billion.
There you go. That's what I'm trying to say. You're not genetically related to all of your ancestors. See, and people gonna act like they knew that, right? I promise people gonna act like they knew that shit. But when I was up on Q Butter and them channel arguing with them about genetics, they didn't know this. They didn't know this. I'm like, you're not genetically related to all of your ancestors, right? There are ancestors that had sex to create a lineage that eventually you come from. You know that, right? That you can't prove you're related to. You can't. Now you probably can prove somebody that you related to is related to them, but you're not genetically related to them. So how many places on earth do you have people that descend from there, but you're not genetically related to them? So yeah, we can have that debate. We could definitely have that debate. That debate. Now let me get back to that. So yeah, that's what I think about genetics. But Psycho clearly asked him, "What do you think? What do you believe?"
Is
About entertainment, and it's kind of you can't use DNA to substantiate who a group of people is and everything else. Like, what do you have to say about these people? Do you agree with them?
um
Do you not agree with them?
no, I disagree with them when it comes to the DNA because it's like I said, is empirical data. Um, they take samples from different people to make the connection and see if you share that same common ancestor with those particular individuals from that particular region. you know,
Mm-hmm.
so I think that maybe sometimes those people may not understand, or they may not have probably a level of education, or they may not understand certain things, so they may denounce things. Some people may do it due to their arrogance, of them thinking that they know more than what they actually think that they know. So sometimes people may do that and and not, like do any further research or nothing like that. So
Mm-hmm. So
yeah,
you believe these people are arrogant that believe the DNA can't be traced as far as a
yeah,
group?
without them understanding, or being educated on it, right? And them just denouncing it without them fully understanding it. Yes, and to actually go up and to actually try to go up against these scientists and people who are in labs who's been doing the research. I mean, some people think too, you know, they have like these conspiracy theories, like, so some people may feel that that they're lying, or what I'm saying, they're doing, and there's historical context of scientists in history doing
Wicked shit and
unethical
lying.
experiments and things like that in history, especially like, the Tuskegee trials, and the Nuremberg trials in Germany. But after that particular time period, which was around I think both of those situations was during World War II, right? The Tuskegee, is the Tuskegee's around the World War II? It was around World War II, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Right, yeah. So after the Tuskegee trials and the Nuremberg trials in Germany, there was laws passed on how to ethically do research and experiments on people or subjects or whatever the case is, and you gotta confidentiality, because they were doing unethical things during that time period, and sometimes even before that too, because that's just something that was just that people just heard of, like, so I think it's
do you feel like there's a mistrust with science and black people?
not just only black people, but science and a lot of uh other people, like you could say Caucasian people, Asian people, a lot of people who may fall into that pseudo realm, who's anti-government, because of what the government has done, and um, it's understandable the way how they think, based off how they see things, but um,
So you don't believe? So you don't
sometimes you
believe?
gotta use, hold on,
So you,
sometimes you just gotta use your discernment
Yeah.
and to
And that's where he gonna beat y'all ass at. I ain't gonna lie. Once he master that, you see how that logic he just had, where he took himself out of his paradigm, took himself out of his shoes, and was able to express. I can see how other people, because he's good at that. He don't do it often because he hangs around in the echo chamber. But well, as far as I last, I don't really know where he be kicking in there. But yeah, when he does that, he can get a grip on the conversation. And a lot of these pseudo people, a lot of these ignorant whether it's purposely or not, whether it's willfully or not. A lot of them people will get put in the chokehold when he goes down that path. So I'm interested in seeing him by himself having a conversation without the hyenas, even though he's the biggest hyena, if you ask me. Okay.
to get a better understanding of the
Right.
information.
So you don't believe that science is the white man's science?
Um, no, science is, well, first of all, knowledge is universal. That's number one.
Uh-huh.
Nobody really owns knowledge, right? Because it's universal. Now, some people from different groups may have discovered things, or whether they're from Africa, Asia, the Far East, Europeans, and they may have established things like you may have Isaac Newton and some other physicists who have established universal laws and things that we use today in our technology and everything that people may learn about. But no, nah, science is definitely not is owned by the white man. Everybody has an involvement.
And that's what I shout out to him off topic. But that's what the fuck I hate when people don't update the conversation. Because it was the time when we knew what we meant when we said I'm black. Now you got people in the panel talking about you're not the color of a crayon. I don't even want to have a conversation with you. That's like you really got to get caught up on so much before you can even have conversations with us. When you say white man science, there's a context behind that. And I can get that if you don't get it, then you would just take those words and your fear of whiteness and going against them, your fear of incriminating whites like they incriminated us, just kicks in and you panic. But there is a such thing as white man science. There is a such thing as white man science when white people take information and contextualize it as they want in the cases that they can. And if you speak against the way they contextualize it, you don't get accredited. And if you don't get accredited, then you can't have a profession in that. You know what I'm saying? And once you don't have a profession, then you don't have the media. And meanwhile, you got all these people who are wrong, but they're accredited and they have a profession because they regurgitate what um, mainstream science is saying. And so they get the pass, and so they get to get their book released and not scrutinized, and you know. But it's plenty of scientists whose information was fought against by mainstream science, and they had to admit they was wrong. Well, maybe they didn't have to admit they was wrong, but it came out that they was wrong way after the fact. So there is a such thing as white man science. But it's like people don't know how to have the conversation. So it's like no one owns knowledge. No, but they control it. They distribute it. You know what I'm saying? So I guess we can have that conversation too, because I guess that's a good thing, having a different way that people come in. Um, I don't know. And although I think they asked Marley, I don't think he's an atheist, but um, yeah, more atheists would take away from the Bible debate, which I'm not throwing no dirt on the Bible debate. I'm gonna talk my shit. But I know that there are biblical people in the league, and they will have their debates. They will pass their collection plates, you know. But this would just add more variety to the conversation, like real talk. So that's hard, you know. And talking, you having a conversation about the information within your control of the information. I could talk about genetics. I don't gotta act like I'm a geneticist and I know genetics 101. No. But if this is what you're telling me genetics is, the genes we have in our body that makes up our coding, that is the deoxyribonucleic acid that your boy got wrong and nobody corrected him. What would he say? Deoxyriboic. That nigga said deoxyriboic nucleic acid. Deoxyribonucleic nucleic acid. But I don't get no credit for shit. But then now let this motherfucker sit up here and just say something very incorrect. And then I'm the demon when I point him out wrong. It's like if you don't let Jordan win, he's our Jordan. If you don't let Tyson win, he's our Tyson. If you don't let the people that we really like be smart on this panel, we're all gonna start propaganda against you about anything we can to get you the fuck up out of here. But these people that y'all putting up on pedestals are incorrect too. They're incorrect too. Just like Lance is correct and he'll never have a pedestal. Madonna is correct and he'll never have a pedestal. Yeah, everybody is correct about some things and incorrect about some things. It's just who's more proficient at being correct and accepting correction when finding that they're incorrect. Yeah, some of y'all favorite people are wrong and have been humiliated. Yeah. Well, let's go.
in science. Africans, Asians, um, Caribbeans, Black Americans.
Okay. Let,
Everybody, white
okay.
people.
Let's keep it right there. Let's keep it right there. All right. Race. Right. What's your opinion about race in totality? Do you think race is a social construct? Do you think it's something about biology? That's dealing in biology. Like, what are do you like? What's your opinion about race?
So
Or,
racism is definitely a social construct. However, it's based off our phenotype, and um, our genotype is what influenced our phenotype. So it is a social construct, but our genes play a role. Influences
mm,
our genotype influences our phenotype. That makes us look a certain way, especially if it's in a certain
So is genetics a social construct?
population, which predominantly a particular type of group where it's very frequent and is very high in that area where the people are gonna more or less than likely look the same.
okay. All right.
Mhm.
So, speaking of people and population groups in certain areas, uh, what's your opinion about the idea that black people could be indigenous to this land?
That black people could be indigenous to this land.
Yeah.
Nah, definitely don't think that. Not with all the historical information that's out. Even when it comes down to uh our phenotype in the area and in certain places in America. Every different parts of America have different types of weather, especially throughout the year. Definitely don't really produce, what I'm saying, year round. Maybe some parts of the year, but
So
other parts of the world, like, huh? Go ahead.
now I was gonna say, so you don't believe that excuse me, you don't believe that the white man is playing games with the history books and possibly deceiving us? You think that's like out the realm of possibility?
What do you mean? What do you mean by playing games?
Playing games with us, you know what I mean, brother.
That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying, man. And he playing games. He the white man. He is the white man that we are speaking of. And then you got to be careful when you say the word like the white man. But I definitely get it, and I definitely can explain to you who the white man is. But yeah, and that could be another debate. Is there the white man? Is the white man a real thing? Hell yeah. I'll let you know. And guess who else will let you know? The white man.
You know, skewing the history, telling us things before we was literate and was able to read these things. And by the time we was able to read these things, the records got, magically lost. Like you don't believe that the white man is playing games with the history books?
I definitely don't believe that they have that much. Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah,
Wait. This nigga said no. This nigga said no. Hold on.
yeah. I definitely don't believe that they have that much. Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, I definitely don't believe that they have that much power in terms of them controlling all of this information. There's other groups around the world. You have the Asians, the Chinese, Japanese. They have their scholars, people who do research. Some of the people in India, um, who has information as well. So I definitely don't believe that white folks is controlling all of the information in the world in terms of them being able to do that.
So he
This
hasn't
nigga
skewed
said,
anything in history. Nothing.
Huh?
He hasn't skewed nothing in history.
I wouldn't say. I mean, I don't know.
mm,
You don't know.
mm.
I wouldn't. I mean, from
You don't
meaning,
know.
what do you think? Like, what would you say in
What
history?
would you
No,
think?
no, 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 no,
Like,
no. You don't
Nigga,
get to
you
ask
the one
questions. No, you
joining
don't
the
get to ask
damn
me
debate
questions.
league.
I got to ask you questions. I'm
oh, my
asking
bad.
you.
The fuck is wrong with
Yeah,
this
All right, all
yeah.
nigga?
right.
This nigga said, what do you think? Nigga, no. He's scared to put his pen in the wall because he don't want to look stupid. So he's having these very general answers and telling you, well, there's information that says this, and these people believe this, these people say that. What do you think? Based off your study and the information you came across of and your way of fucking being convinced of things. What do you think?
You don't think he played with anything in history?
Um, Not that I could come off right now, the top of my head. I mean, maybe when it came to like criminal things. I don't know about really so much about academic, but I do know when it came to committing like racial atrocities. Uh,
Atrocities.
for example,
Atrocities?
like those people who what they did to Emmett Till, right? They lied. You know what I'm saying? So about what happened and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So if you talking about in that context, yeah, and other things that they have done, yeah. But in terms of lying in history, if they did, it was pseudo. If they did, it was pseudo.
Yeah, but how would you know it was pseudo unless you found out the truth, right? Like we got to find out the truth, right?
Hmm.
All right. So how do you find out the truth if you admitted that he lied in history?
I mean,
How do you know? How do you
you
know
got
what's pseudo and what's not?
so you have to understand this type of research. When you're doing research, you want to look for empirical data. You know what I'm saying? You want to look for things that is objective facts.
Okay.
Also, you want to be able to use because a lot of people we weren't there in that time, right?
Huh?
So people would make the argument,
What
well,
time? What time you talking
well,
about?
like
Ancient
in history,
antiquity?
like ancient history, like back in before we was
Antiquity? Okay.
yeah, right. And people will say, well, how would you know, like and this and that and third, you weren't there, and blah 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 blah. Like, so these are the fallacies that they will come with in order for them to try to knock your argument,
So do you
right?
believe in all history? Do you believe all history is relevant?
Like world history.
Oral history.
Oral history, yes, yes. Oral history has some relevance to it, but I don't think that is as accurate as written history, especially when you have carbon copies. Because with the thing is with oral traditional history is that things change. It's like when you play telephone. Now with written history, when it's recorded, yes, people can also um twist maybe the words or what they're writing about. Because even when you had people like who would write things for what kings were saying and talking about. Well, even in that case too, like like the information would get checked and revised. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
Uh, and
Nah, nah, fam.
I
You
think
don't
it's
know
I
what
think
the
the
fuck
written
you
history is a
talking
little bit more
about.
accurate, especially dealing with the carbon copies, and then you have the revised versions. And a lot of the times the best thing to do is that you want to go
all
to the
right.
carbon copy, the original copies.
So, all right. So let's let me
The
ask you a
original
question.
copies.
Were you born here, brother?
Yes,
You was.
yeah.
Is your family lineage from here?
From America, no,
Where's your family lineage from?
they from the Caribbean.
What island, if you don't mind me asking?
My people was from Trinidad. Uh, um, my grandmother from Tobago. My grandfather he from Grenada, and my pops is from St. Vincent.
Okay.
Yeah, my
Now,
mom's is from Trinidad, so my people come from different parts of the island.
right. Okay. So, do you feel like um, immigrants in this country right now is a problem?
Immigrants, yes,
Yeah.
illegal immigrants, unauthorized immigrants,
Unauthorized?
yes, unauthorized
Mm,
and illegal immigrants.
okay. So you feel like they're a problem. Okay. So how do you feel like that should be handled on a political side?
So you can look at it from different ways as a problem to a lot of people in terms of um people may feel like they're taking some of their jobs. Not me per se, you know,
Mm-hmm.
not me per se, but uh some people may feel like some immigrants may feel like who the ones who did come here legally, like they have to go through a hardship of getting here and paying for interviews and so they causing these people to feel certain types of ways and stuff like that. So it's affecting the people's over here mental health, in terms of how they may feel. You know what I'm saying? And when that gets triggered, that goes and triggers other things down the line too as well. You know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. So,
Mhm.
what's your position politically?
Yeah,
What do you identify with a party? Do you believe in politics? Do you think voting is a good thing, bad thing? What's your political view?
Oh, with this political shit, like I don't really be giving a fuck about the political shit like that all of the time.
okay.
Like, you know what I'm saying? The Democrats, Republicans, or whatever the case is. I'm not with either
Mhm.
particular party. I do listen every now and then to what's going on in politics and stuff like that. But in terms of expecting things from for white people to do things for us, like solely for us, I'm not really expecting nothing. You know what I'm
These are
saying?
white people.
Because I just out here. I just try to take what I could take and turn it into something. Saying do
What's
what
your
I gotta
opinion?
do.
Well, with that being said, you say you're not expecting nothing. Uh, what's your opinion about reparations?
Um, reparations. I do believe that the people in the diasporas deserve reparations. Um, for slavery, but it's been so long, so it's just like for me, it's just like the people in the Caribbean haven't gotten it. Hey, the people in the Black Americans haven't gotten it yet. So I'm just to me, I'm just like it's like well, I'm gonna just continue to just do me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So you feel like you say you feel like the diaspora should get reparations, and you feel like who should be paying the reparations to who?
Whatever particular country that the people is from, whoever colonized or
Mhm.
let's say for example, like the FBA's, their argument is that the people lineage, which I agree with. I agree with the FBA's in terms of
Mhm.
um that America should pay them reparations, you know what I'm saying? And people who comes from like outside lineages, um, wherever they from, they should get, reparations from whoever was oppressing them.
Right. Okay.
Hmm.
So what's your opinion about FB? You mentioned FBA. What's your opinion about FBA, the movement?
So what's my opinion about FBA, the movement?
Yeah,
Yeah.
In terms of what, like them, like in which way, like them just wanting the reparations
in
and
general, just in general.
oh, them being proud to be black. Yeah, I'm cool with that. Be cool. Be proud of where you from. You know, be proud of where you from. You American. Your family's been here for generations. Yeah, you got the right to be proud to be, Black American and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? That's been here for, since slavery.
Okay, all
Hmm.
right. So so you have no issues with them having the position that they would be calling you a tether. You cool with that?
To be honest, I don't even know like what that term, what they, people say it has so many different meanings. I really don't pay it no mind because it's not like, I really, I just feel like it's something that sometimes that people say that sometimes they may have low self-esteem. So they gotta, feel empowered about themselves and, say certain, say things like
So
that.
you feel like the movement is centered around low self esteem.
It could be. It could be. It's a possibility with, people want to feel empowered and uplifted.
You don't know
And
what you
it,
feel.
that could be, one of some ways to feel proud and things like that. It's a possibility.
Uh, okay. So I got to ask you this because we didn't even get around to this part. What's your theological position? What's your position on the existence of God? Right? Does God exist? Does
Or
he not
people.
exist? Or are you unsure?
Hmm.
How did people
Well,
get
I'm
here?
gonna say, I'm gonna put it like this, man. You know, I have my anecdotal experiences, but it's anecdotal. So, and a lot, your anecdotal experiences, could be biased sometimes, and I'm very aware of those things.
Okay, so what is yours? So we can beat it
But
up. That's it.
I do believe that we come from somewhere. I
Oh
don't know
shit.
what, people say
I do
stardust
believe we come from
scientists, we got people
somewhere.
from different
Come
religions
on,
say
man.
we came about this way, you know.
Come on, man.
Um
So you believe there's a creator?
it doesn't, when you say creator, it doesn't have to be anything
Uh,
divine, right? Something that's divine, but I believe that, we came about from something. I don't know what though.
So you
something.
agnostic?
I mean, I don't
He
even
don't know
really
what
know
that
what that
mean.
shit means. You
He
mind?
don't know what that
You say
mean.
it so many times, I'll be forgetting though.
I
Agnostics
be
are people that are
forgetting.
unsure about a existence of God, whether or not it's even possible of a God can exist or does exist. They're unsure. They're on the fence. They're not saying yay or nay to the question of the existence of God. They feel like a lot of agnostics feel like it's impossible to answer that question.
I mean, I believe everybody is their own God in their own right too. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
I do believe in
shit. Here
that.
we
But that's
go.
just like a more of a philosophical approach.
Yeah, we
You
not
know,
asking about that then.
um,
Don't worry
it's more
about nothing.
philosophy,
Answer
I
the
would
question.
say. But
Definitely. Are you
yeah,
into
yeah,
philosophy?
yeah. Because I refer to myself as a God, but not in the sense of, in that religious context, in terms of, you know, eh, creating everything and all, and you know what I'm saying. That's just the title for me, like, so to empower, like, you know what I'm saying, and like, so um yeah, I believe everyone, I don't know, man. I believe that we come from something, we come from
We
something.
come from something. We come from
That's
something,
obvious.
y'all.
The
Yeah.
We
question
come
is
from
what?
something, yo. That's
That's always
obvious.
been
Thank you,
that's
son.
the great debate for the eternity. What we come
What
from,
are
where
we?
we come from, and actually, the where
What is
that's
this we're going
that's a
through? What
different
is this
topic.
that's
But you get
happening?
my point. Uh, yeah. So see,
He doesn't
so
even have.
basically, you
Hold
agnostic when
on.
it comes to God. You don't really get too wrapped up in the.
So basically, he's nothing. No political, no theological, no any of the course. He don't even know what the terminology means. We getting no information. You hear the debate. What again? Cause I mean, that's just what it is, man. Like, um, don't get me wrong, we take debates that's outside of our paradigm for the sport, but this is an intellectual sport where the smart rise and the dumb sit over there to next year. Okay? So the ones who think a certain way will have to defend, well, everybody's gonna have to defend the way that they think, the way they think. That's what adds to the character. Like, oh, everybody knows Suave is Black Power. He finna stand on black. Yeah, and that's what they want to see. They want to see you come out and represent your clique, the Muslims, the Christians, the atheists, the Black Powers, the Hebrew Israelites, you know, the Lancers, you know.
all that for the most part,
Mhm.
from what I'm hearing.
How,
Uh,
but I would say this. I am into like I do like like the allegories and stuff like that. I like to the
yeah,
allegories and some of them.
you study this stuff like
Yeah,
that's why
yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah. I like the stories and stuff like that, and the lessons that you could learn from them,
You do.
and how you could apply them in real life situations, or maybe some things maybe you read and you get an understanding, and you could learn
yeah.
something from it. But yeah, that's about it.
All right, so let's peel back the onion on some things that I've heard you say in the past. All right,
Let's.
uh, let's see. I know you have interesting concept about something you're attempting to do with emotions. You want to give a short breakdown on your you know what I'm talking about
Oh yeah,
when you
yeah, I
have
know you're talking about. Yeah, I'm still working on that. That's why I've been traveling and going to different places.
give a short
Um,
breakdown of what it is you're attempting to do.
to quantify um emotions, being able to measure it.
Being able to measure emotions mathematically, right?
Right, right.
You're like, this what you told
Right,
me, nigga. Come on, say
right.
the
You want
shit.
to get
Damn.
like you want to give a short concept of what you're trying. You want to keep that close to the vest.
Say that again.
I
You
don't
want to
seen
give a
Psycho
little
with him in the
skinny
movie.
on what it is you're attempting to try to do mathematically to break down emotions, give people an understanding of what it is you're attempting to do.
Yeah. So being able to measure the chemical hormones inside of the body when it's being produced in real time. I don't want to say too much about it. I'm just gonna give something like real short and brief. I
Okay.
don't want to
This
really
nigga
put out too
crazy.
much of my idea. I don't never know who's listening. You know.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay.
That
All
No,
right.
I'm
hey,
working. I'm working because I'm working towards doing the
I got you.
copyrights towards it and everything. So
Okay. I got you. I got you. All right. Don't talk too much. Now. Okay. All right. So let me ask you this question: where was you on the day
on 9
of
11
the
2001.
11th of September 2001?
Wow, that's really what he was gonna ask him. That just what came from my mind. That nigga said, "Where were you?" It's like, "Where would you go 9/11, nigga? You did that shit." That was crazy. That nigga said, "September 11, 2001." All
yeah,
right, my
Zab.
bad.
11th of September
11th of
on the
September.
day of the 11th of September 2001.
I swear I
Where
didn't
was
know
I?
that's what he was gonna ask that nigga
Yes.
dad.
I was in school.
You was in school.
Yeah, I was in high school.
You was in high
This shit
school.
like
Did you stay in
Pickens.
school the whole day?
Oh yeah, yeah. Because at that particular time, that's when yeah, I stayed in high school the whole day. Yeah.
Okay. So what was your reaction when you first saw the towers go down?
Uh, I was just like, it's regular.
No, I don't
It's
want
nothing
him. I
to
don't
it.
want him in the league. I don't want him in the league. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, man. This nigga is useless intellectual. This nigga said It was regular. So what? So what? See, this is what I'm talking about. All this nice packaging that y'all niggas keep promoting, man. All this nice packaging y'all niggas keep promoting. And then when you open it up and they ain't got their echo chamber in the background, laughing and over speaking people, muting you and kicking you off, you get this. You get this ball of nothingness.
Did it spark any patriotism in you?
Say that again.
Did it spark any patriotism in you?
Mm, nah, not really.
Not really.
No.
Okay. All right. So, you did join the military though, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So yeah. So obviously you're not against the military. What made you join the military?
So basically, what made me join the military was, um, I wanted to, you know,
Man, at least let this answer be something. Why did you join the military? Has to be the answer of the story of your life. This is something you said before to your wife, to your kids, to your parents, to your fellow soldiers, to your commanding officers. Why did you join the military, Marley?
get a better understanding of. I joined for different reasons. One was to, travel and see some of the world. Um,
Now the nigga just see what I'm saying, dog. This is when people oversell themselves. Why did you join the military? I wanted to get a different understanding, different reasons. Well, I wanted to travel. Well, I wanted to get a different understanding of different cultures. So I utilized being sent the fuck off to these different lands. Like, come on, man. Maybe I'm being too tough. But come on, man. Why did you join the military? Soldier? You fucking veteran?
um,
Mm.
to know what the government had on the inside, and that they inside of the system, to see what type of, intel.
You joined the military to see what type of information, intel, resources, what they was doing. I just needed to know what the government was doing. And so I joined the military as a cook. I don't know what he did. This nigga said I joined the military to get
They
inside.
had, like, weapons and stuff like that. Um,
That's Googleable. This nigga joined the military to find out some shit you can Google. What kind of weapons does the U.S. military have? Jets, boats. Where do you get these people? How did he make it home? How did he not get killed in the mountains of wherever the fuck they sent his ass in? Come on, man. I joined the military to see what type of weapons they had. You sound like a fucking 4-year old.
also too, at one time point, I want to know if, like, a lot of those conspiracy theories was true and shit.
Psycho, he bullshitting you. Psycho, he is bullshitting you. That's why. Just get some facial expression emojis, nigga. So that when people say something stupid, you could just hit the emoji on their ass. I joined the military. He sounded like he cut himself off to say this. He sounded like he just started this right now. I joined the military to see what type of guns they had, weapons they had, and see if some of the conspiracy theories was true. He really said this shit. And let y'all record them and retain it online. I joined the military. I wanted to see what type of guns they had. You know, what are they talking about? You know what I'm saying? Do we got spaceships or not? I wanted to know if the conspiracy theories were true. You know? He like sound like a fucking 4-year-old, man.
shit like that. In terms, I used to read books by like William Cooper, like Behold the Pale
Which
Man.
conspiracy theory?
Huh?
Oh, a whole
Like
bunch of conspiracy
yeah,
theories.
like with the aliens and shit like that.
Oh,
Like
okay, okay. I thought you were talking about 9/11. I thought
yeah,
you were
like
talking about
9/11.
9.
Yeah, so yeah, I just saw some certain things. I just wanted to, pretty much kind of like see for myself, and also too in terms of
Well, what did you find out? Marley. Are aliens real? I mean, you joined the motherfucking military to find out. So I know you rose amongst the ranks and made it to Super Corporal Admiral Secretive Agent Double 8000 and saw a fucking alien, right? No, no. You don't know.
um, what I'm saying, education and shit like that. So you know,
Right.
mhm.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So that's what's up. And so now you said you went around the world and you saw a whole bunch of different cultures and everything else. You also saw a whole bunch of different governance systems, right? Now, what type of governance system do you think black people should follow? Are you a capitalist? Are you a socialist? Are you a communist? Do you believe in a monarchy?
You don't know
What's
what them
your opinion as
terminologies
far as
mean.
like the future of black people, if they ever was to like get their own land, whatever the case may be? What type of
He don't
governance
know.
system do you think they should practice?
You talking about black people?
Yes.
Hmm. That's a pretty interesting question. But I will say this, Psycho.
Is it too late to vote him out? Can we not have Marley in the fucking debate league? This nigga is a Muppet baby. This nigga said, first of all, I like how Psycho asked him the question and answered it for him. He said, so you've been around the world, so you've seen different governments, right? So what do you think? Because he was struggling to say, huh? What do you mean? Government. So what government do you think black people should be rocking with? Socialism, communism? I said, that's an interesting question. Psycho, let me say this.
Hmm. That's a pretty interesting question. But I will say this, Psycho. I'll tell you this. There's really no perfect government, right? So people are gonna always complain about, the different types of governments that they have, whether it's democracy.
Man, what government you think black people should be fucking with, bro? We not here for this. This is offsetting the medication some people are taking to make it through the day, brother. Like some people, Adderall is just not affecting them as much because of you. Some people, weed ain't working. Some people, drink ain't working. Some people, blood pressure medicine ain't working. You are fighting against the medication that people are taking to sustain themselves in a healthy manner. You have no information, no opinions. You're not on any team. You don't know no terminology. You joined the military for conspiracy theories and to see what type of guns they had. Why are you in the debate league again? Okay, though.
Whether it's communism. See, we live in America, so we're more familiar with democracy. You know, some people in America they might not like democracy. Then you have some people in communist places that may like communism and they may not like it. So I think that for every individual, that's why you have some people that will leave their homelands, and come to America based on if they don't like that particular type of government or not, on what their goals is and what they're trying to do. So I think for different people, you know what I'm saying, it varies in terms of government, so it's different. Everyone has their so that's something that's subjective. A lot of people like to hold on to these subjective things as if they're objective, and that's one of the main problems in the world. And things could vary based off of different people's cultures and backgrounds. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear you.
Hmm.
I hear you. So all right.
So what
So
government do you
now,
think?
uh, the other day, it actually was today. You said something earlier that had people riled up. So
Let's hear
we might
this.
as well get into that before I bring up the bad cops. I'm the good cop. Bad cops ain't
Hmm.
even up here right now.
Right.
so, before we get into all that, you said something that had people pretty riled up. You were saying how Africa. No, what did you say it again this morning? I'll let you say it.
Oh, okay. So basically, this morning we was having. I forgot even how the discussion started. I think it was me, GQ. Uh,
Yeah,
Taz had just left. I think he had just left. I
yeah.
ain't
What
stick
was the
around.
claim that you had made though that
Oh,
had
but
people?
yeah, but I was saying that how basically if
Hmm.
the people in if white people would have left like the black people in America, like how they did in the Caribbean and like these other African countries that they colonized, without the proper infrastructure, some of the people will be the same ways as those people in the Caribbean, because they just came out of slavery. What I'm saying, in terms of economics and how the countries is developed is or maybe underdeveloped and stuff like that, and things of that nature. So yeah, I was saying that earlier.
What?
Right. So
Hmm.
are you saying that these countries are underdeveloped because they didn't have the white man's knowledge?
Not because they didn't have the white man's knowledge, because they didn't have the education for at that particular time in terms of the
Which
infrastructure.
education, brother?
This education in terms of um building the infrastructure like how it is here in America, in those places, and
So
not just
when you say education, are you speaking about European degrees? Are you like because education doesn't isn't exclusive to that, right?
I mean education in terms of knowing how to do like certain types of architecture that was designed here. um a lot of our architecture and stuff like that in America is influenced by like a lot of Greek and Roman culture and stuff like that. Like a lot of the courthouses, when you look at the pillars and stuff like that. So if you want to say in terms of that, you're talking about like European like architecture and stuff like that, and the way how homes is built.
What the
Even the way like how some of
fuck?
the homes is built,
This
like
is
here
not
in
a
New
real
York, like the
person.
buildings and the apartments. Some of it is like that's like how it is like in England and the UK and shit like that. So yeah, a lot of our architecture, I would say the infrastructure, yeah.
Okay,
What?
so
Hmm.
I think you all
and, and
played
and
around.
also and also based off of both groups coming out of slavery, and like the Europeans kind of like left the Caribbean people like just there, just what I'm saying, on some we just going, and then too even in the Caribbean too, like some places they don't have the proper land to even build some of the architecture too as well, you know um
Mhm. So
so.
okay, so let me ask you a question. If
Hmm.
I think y'all played around with this too. If white people,
Hmm.
Asians, Mexicans, all just vanished, right? For whatever reason, some deity came in and just decided, enough of this. He snapped his fingers, and it was nothing but black people left all over the globe. Does the earth go to shit?
Does the earth go to shit?
Yes.
What do you mean? Does the earth go to shit? Like, what do you
As
mean?
Oh,
far as
all
the
right,
way we
man.
know it.
I'm cool, man. Fuck that nigga, dog. Fuck that nigga, dog. Fuck Mark. He's an imbecile. He's a complete fucking empty-headed motherfucking imbecile, man. Shout out to him, man. Uh, welcome to the league. Good luck. I can't do it. I can't take him fucking serious. I can and I will not take him serious in the least fucking bit. That would not be my life. What the fuck? I don't know, bro. I don't know, bro. This is really ridiculous right now. So I'm looking forward to Taz debate. See what the fuck he on. Um, let me get the back on Fig stuff that I was talking about. Oh man. Nah. Yeah, Poetic Flacco was a dude. He came from like the Umar space and stuff like that. And and went out to LA, got on no jumper, and now he speaks about how he's very anti-gang bangerish, stuff like that. Basically, he want better black people, right? But he says it in a way that he says it in a way that agitates people, you know. Pretty much how like a lot of the women who were pissing people off and saying like abort male black babies and divest and stuff like that. They want better black men, and until they get them, these are the sacrifices that they're willing to make. But they're talking to black men about it. Look at my brother, knowledge born online. Look at my brother. That was hard, man. But yeah, let me get this because he really went over there on uh Fig Community World and embarrassed their ass. Because he one of them people you have an opinion about it. Oh, he need his ass whooping. Oh, he's stupid and he better watch what he say. But when you sit down and have a conversation with him, he has that. It's not the basic level. Like I say, he came from the Umar sector of YouTube, so he's had these conversations before in more hostile rooms with people who know what they're talking about. And not say he don't know what he's talking about, but this was like a easy smacking up. You know what I'm saying? Because they had no information to push back. They had extremities. They had fears. They had certain stuff that they would yell out, but it was easily dismissible once Poetic Flacco actually got into the information. It just came out yesterday, I think. Why is it so far there? The damn timeline. Yeah, they ended up talking about his shoes. He beat him up with so much information. Only thing they could talk about because he had on some dumbass cartoonish Balenciaga boots that supposedly cost like 2,500, 3,000, whatever the fuck. But I mean, shout out to him if he getting his bread. I think he rented them. I think he rented them just to come on there and stunt. But I won't put it past him that he bought it. But he just don't come off as a person to me that would spend that money on some big cartoonish boots. He just knew he would be hurting their ass if he went on there. Let me see if I can go straight to the subscriptions because for some reason it's just not coming up in the timeline. And I know they didn't take it down, right? It's supposed to be on Fig Community World. Okay, here we go. Here we go. So like this is the sector of YouTube that I be messing with. You know, it's like to the left you got AD over here. He's a rapper. He now has his own podcast that he does with Pun, his own YouTube channel, Community. Um, you know, uh, got a reputation in the street. He's solid in the street. Got a good face card. He's cool with close to OT Genesis, the game. You know, amongst other people. Then you got Pun. Pun is more mysterious, but his stuff is out there. He's like a manager, producer, and or stuff like that. He's not an artist. He handles the more corporate things. And that's Poetic Flacco, the dark skinned guy right there. And this is T Rail. T Rail was um he was a host on No Jumper. Previous to that, he was close to Tiger from Young Money. And you know, they were cool as shit. So that's where he gets his claim to fame from locally. And then he, you know, he has relationships with people. Him and his girlfriend, Heather Sanders, you know, they got a family and they doing good. Shout out to them, man. Like they really doing what they gotta do. And you know, it's other people. But this was this episode. So make sure y'all subscribe. Fig Community World. Okay. Fig Community World. And we also got MacWap TV, who hosts Apollo. This is AD's channel right here, Community Clips. And then we got B.O.S. And this is Pun's channel right here, ABP Network, Ace Boy Pun Network. Subscribe to them. And then we got B.O.F. This one right here, back on feed, back on feed. So, you know, I just wanted to get into some of these discussions they was having. Because like I said, um, Poetic Flacco is one of those clickbaity, viralish, antagonistic people. But he has the information and he's like the only one who comes from this background where he's actually had these conversations about racism, black people, black equality, black history. You know, a lot of people just like to talk that shit, but they've been gang banging their whole damn life, and all they have been is a detriment to black people. And so when people like Flacco come around with that conversation, it's a threat to them in that society. You know, I'm gonna give up all my control and influence um, and money making ability over to the squares, the people who don't gang bang, who don't want to kill, who don't want to pimp, who don't want to rob. No, you know, the power's in the hand of the most violent people in our communities um, at ground levels, right? Everybody else, they go to work, they get that money, and then they might take that money from work and invest it into a business. But as far as entrepreneurship, it's like rap, you know, is just controlled by the people who want to be criminals. Okay, let's see.
If you ask the critically acclaimed journalist, you don't like critically acclaimed journalists. But that's my point, though. It's a 44 body. and AD knows that he did it and he shot the nigga. And, oh, what? Oh, what? Man, listen, man. So we went back to campus. The homie hopped out and ran. Nigga, I'm staying. I'm not running in it, right? Why?
Oh, and he has a stuttering problem, and he kind of gets there sometimes.
Is okay, not really telling. So, no, so look, so while on campus, it was me, the homie, and the security guard that had you feel me, a little, you feel me, little incident.
Oh.
So the homie told me, yo, he gonna pay for the cab, right? So cool. So we went back to campus. The homie hopped out and ran. Nigga, I'm staying. I'm not running in it, right? Why?
And you told on him? Are you told on your homie that ran? For petty theft?
Right. So the cab driver called you feel me, campus security. They came, they took it, blah, blah, blah. We had to go to like a college mediation, whatever. So I wrote down like what happened.
And you put the name.
Wack somehow was able to find this. So that Wack was mad at me because he told me, hey, Rockstar won't be talking shit about me. Anybody on stage getting bombed on and exposed. I wasn't talking about Wack, but I was on stage. You feel me? So then Wack did a room, man, reading my statement, my paperwork, all of that. I said, yo, how he find that shit, man? You feel me? So yeah.
I mean, but you never claimed to be. Did you snitch on a nigga? Your homeboy.
Yeah, I wrote a statement. Again, it was college mediation, so not really the police, but it was still with the folks. So,
And this is my thing when it comes to the snitching conversation. Y'all may have heard me say it before, but talking to the police ain't snitching. Calling the police is snitching. Fighting crime, preventing crime is not snitching. Being a criminal who agreed to be a criminal, who agreed to do a crime, after getting caught, talks and gets other people investigated or caught, outed, that's a snitch. Nigga, you was on the inside. If somebody's breaking into my neighbor's house and I call the police, don't look at me like I'm snitching. Oh, you a snitch. No, I don't want houses getting broken into. I want our kids to be safe. I want our values to be safe. I want us to be safe. I want our neighborhoods to be nice neighborhoods. So that when you gotta move out of these neighborhoods to feel like our values will be safe. No. A snitch is someone who agrees to do crime and then gives up privileged information because he was in on the crime to lessen his punishment. That's a snitch. Someone who don't give a fuck if you sell $100,000 worth of crack this month, they're saying, yo, I think these people selling crack, I need to do something about this. That's not a snitch. You ain't gotta agree with it, you ain't gotta like it, but it's not a snitch. Everybody didn't agree to be a fucking criminal. Everybody didn't agree to be a blood in the crip. Everybody didn't agree to be a vice lord or a gangster disciple.
So I wrote, hey, yo, this,
Your homeboy name.
of course, this is what happened.
Okay, so look.
Gold mine in the building, what's
So
good, guys?
let's just say the cops come to you right now.
Yeah.
The LAPD, the people
Sure.
you like, right? They come to you right now and say, hey, Flacco, tell us all you know about XYZ, XYZ, XYZ.
Why?
I'm just saying.
No,
Are you going to do
See?
it like the college?
See, and that's just how simple AD be pissing me off, right? AD cool dude, but I know that he's playing his role. He's podcasting. So these thoughts, these points of view, he's gonna put them out there, even if he don't fully agree with them, but he might agree with them. Because he's gonna say some dumb shit and gonna have to take it back. But he's willing to progress the conversation by representing this mindset. And I appreciate that about him. He's gonna make sure this dumbass point gets smushed by bringing it up and putting my credibility to it. Because people gonna listen. He's just one of them guys. He say, man, but if you, this question, if the police come to you and say, man, you're in the hood, you've been here your whole life, give us some information on the people around here, their affiliation to the street gangs and what crimes they like. He just gonna jump out the window like, yeah, well that's what he did. And he does this and like, no, why? Why am I talking to the police? What? Wait, what happened? The police just walked up to me and asked for information, and I did what? Like, no. But if you put me in a situation where I will go to jail because you did something stupid, guess what? Police finna get this information about your ass. Cause I gotta go to work. And my kids gotta go to school. That's how Poetic Flacco thinks. So there it is.
Mediation?
Why though?
Incident happens at No Jumper. Somebody
Sure.
get chipped inside the building.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Good. Cuz. Oh, what? Oh, what? Man,
Now
listen.
that's funny because um at one time somebody who was a host, one of the more popular hosts on No Jumper, jumped out the window and claimed they got shot. And it got ousted they didn't. They say they got grazed or something, and we don't even know. Some security guard was cleaning his gun and went off. The person jumped up, pulled their pants down, and ran out the studio and like put up pictures of them on crutches and this, that, and the other. And it ended up not being that. And the motherfucker tried to get them to throw him some money right quick, and they said, "Nah." He threatened to sue. They said, "Well, sue," and nothing came out of it. So that was a big running joke. Like, damn, that's crazy. He really tried to pull the "I got shot at work" card and tried to get y'all to just throw him some money to keep him quiet. So Flacco does has information on that, is my point.
Right now and say, hey, Flacco, tell us all you know about XYZ, XYZ, XYZ.
Why?
I'm just saying.
No,
Are you going to do it like the college mediation?
why though?
Incident happens at No Jumper. Somebody
Sure.
get chipped inside the building.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Good. Cuz. Oh, what? Oh, what? Man, listen. Man, give me the best pay you got, man.
Give me the best pay you got. Give me the best pay.
Oh, man. Body? Oh, nah. Come on.
Okay, so do you have any bias and loyalty to anybody there where you like, you know what, I can't do them like that?
I'm not telling on that person.
Look, again, if it's something that has nothing to do with me, right? To where like, and then too, by the way, too, bro, listen, yo, like, there has to be some type of art to snitching too, right? For example, right?
Art to snitching.
No, look, bro, if them folks like come up to you and say, hey, but tell me what you got, you'll be a fool to tell them everything and start spilling. No, nigga, speak to my lawyer. And if I'm being implicated in something and I have to tell for me to like get out of it, then cool, but I'm not just telling just to tell. That's crazy.
Okay, look, prime example. Let's say me and you in the car, right?
Sure.
And a nigga come out and they say, you that Flacco nigga, bro, you the police.
Yeah.
Right? I got your back.
Yeah.
I knocked the nigga down.
Sure.
And they say, Flacco, you in the car with me. They said, Flacco, who did it? You telling on me then after I protected you?
Well, one is this. Speak to my lawyer. I ain't got shit to say unless I know.
Speak to my lawyer.
For example,
that means I'm going uptown.
Now look,
he's telling you that.
He's telling you that.
No, look. Okay, for example, right?
No new crime around Flacco.
Again, bro. If you tell on the crime scene, that doesn't benefit you at all. Because, like again, just telling to tell is stupid. But if they arrest both of us, and I'm facing, let's say, 40 for a body, and you facing 40 for a body. And AD knows that he did it and he shot the nigga.
But it was for you though.
Huh?
It was in defense of you.
Yes.
Sure. Man, nigga. What defense? You gotta understand. You gotta understand. If it was in defense of me, the nigga, what the fuck was we? What's the problem? It was self-defense. But if you go kill a nigga because he said he was gonna kill me, and Wody go, hey, don't let me know you did that shit. Don't let me know you did that shit. Just let this shit happen. But I'm not telling you go kill. You don't got to kill nobody for me. Don't kill nobody for me. That's just it. That's just it. But if we together and the nigga run up on me and you pick down, I don't know why I ain't pick down, but you pick down and got him up out of here. Now we gonna wait for the police coming like, yeah, this nigga came around here and yeah, got taken away today. You know.
But if AD knows that hey brother, he shot the nigga, sure, that I didn't shoot the nigga, but I'm looking at 40.
But it was in defense of you?
A nigga was about to end your life.
Yeah,
So-
what?
And
So you're not a
he
real
wanted
friend.
to end your life.
In self-defense, yeah, nigga. He shot the nigga in self-defense. I write it down, nigga, here. What? In self-defense, nigga, you gonna get off.
No, you're not about to get off.
Yeah.
Out here? No.
He wrote, hey, that's funny.
You come
There's
to
no
kill
real
me.
self-defense out here like that, bro.
No.
Not in California.
Wait though.
Now listen,
If you
now listen to what they willing to say. There's no self-defense out there in California like that. Man, if you got a gun and you shoot somebody, even if you ain't supposed to have a gun, if it's self-defense, guess what you not going to jail for?
don't say nothing, nigga, you gonna get life opposed to let's say the 5 to 10 you might get for self-defense. So nigga, I'm saving you.
How about we both take the charge, ride it together, don't say nothing, let the lawyers handle what they gotta handle and see what happens.
Why face life in prison when we could face a 5 to 10 in self-defense? Nigga,
We don't
I'm
have
telling to save
self-defense
you.
like this out
Listen,
here.
Y'all
You gotta
niggas
hold
crazy,
it down like
man.
what TB did.
Yeah. Oh, okay, no, but though, back to King of LA though. All right. So when people heard that, why do y'all feel like they took it so crazy?
I mean, you was on a big platform.
True.
I think that's the only reason it mattered. If you would have said the shit on Clubhouse or something, we probably would have never heard it.
I was laughing.
You was on
at it.
academics, and it triggered a lot of people, and you was popping it. It wasn't just that one thing. You was popping it, getting your issue off.
And
Yeah, people like used to
Yeah,
that.
that's what
I'm fast
Number
forwarding it because that's just something that's been happening. He talking about he the king of LA, but I want to get back
See if people
into.
gotta
You
understand.
not from LA.
Flacco's not from LA.
Not from LA, and you saying you the king of LA.
Oh,
So-
wait.
How you saying all
Hold
Asian
on,
race?
wrong.
Hold-
And I've asked you
You did say
numerous times,
Yeah.
are you an LA platform? Are you an LA podcaster? Are you an LA streamer? And you said no. So how are you the king of LA?
How you the king of
Hold
LA?
on, bro. This why niggas don't like the West Coast, okay? Niggas on the West Coast.
See, AD laughed. Pun didn't like that shit off bat. You said what?
This why niggas don't like the West Coast, okay?
Pun didn't like that. Don't say you like the West Coast, nigga. 'Cause you like the West Coast, motherfucker. You like the West Coast. You ain't got no problem with the West Coast. Hold on, let me make sure my audio's still good. Mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check. Okay, bad.
Niggas on the West Coast
Everybody love the West Coast. What are you talking about?
are hypocritical. You niggas been calling Pac the greatest West Coast rapper of all time for the last 40 years.
Who says that?
Pac from New York, Pac from Baltimore, wherever Pac is from. Pac is the king of the West Coast. But somehow y'all can claim Pac, who was on, what 3 years? He was there for 2 years probably? Maybe like a year and a half?
He put in his work.
Pac was here for a year and a half,
You didn't
and
put
he's
in
the
no
king
work.
of the West Coast.
For the record,
Your niggas is putting
I've been here
niggas
for
in
3
jail.
years.
for the
now.
record, I've never called Tupac king of the West Coast ever in my life. But I get what you're saying.
And it wasn't just Los Angeles. He was living in the Bay as well.
And that's even worse.
He
But
said
y'all say
the
he's the
West
king of the
Coast,
West
though.
Coast, though.
I don't
What
say
is
that.
the West Coast?
Everybody don't say that.
Everywhere.
Everybody don't say that,
The
Flacco.
West Coast is also the Bay.
And yeah, facts though.
Everybody don't say that, Flacco.
Wait, no, facts though.
Y'all
So,
not gonna sit here
yeah.
and not claim Tupac and
man,
take
come
up
on,
for him.
man.
No, you know what he doing. Of course we claim Tupac.
Yeah,
But I'm saying, if
King
you
of the West Coast?
come on.
listen, now,
We
if you,
call Snoop the king of the
listen,
West Coast.
nah,
if you was
nah.
to ask 10
Yeah.
random people outside
Yeah.
right now who the king of the West Coast is right now, they'd probably say Kendrick.
Kendrick.
Now, yeah, right.
Even Snoop said Kendrick.
Yes.
Now, yeah, because he now like has transcended. But again, is Dot like higher up on top? Like, okay, the top 100 rapper list of all time, is he higher than Tupac? No, not at all. Right?
That could be argued.
If Kendrick Lamar,
Yeah, it can be argued right
That could be
now.
argued.
no, I'm talking about okay.
That could be argued.
If you ask the critically acclaimed journalist,
You don't like critically acclaimed journalists.
but that's my point though. But y'all go off of their work. So if they make a top 100
No,
list
who
right
goes off of
now,
them?
You know what?
you think Tupac, Flacco?
You know what?
Flacco, them lists be bullshit. When we
I
see
agree
them-
with everybody.
I'm gonna go ahead and say it right now.
Yeah.
Kendrick is way bigger than Tupac.
Yeah.
What do you think? Well, now, what are we talking about? Numbers?
What?
Killing Tupac. Killing Tupac. Numbers.
Wait, pause though.
Numbers wise for sure.
Killing Tupac.
Wait,
The only thing you
pause
can
though.
argue
What
is
are we
him
talking
and-
about?
We
You
can't
can
What
argue
are we
him
talking
and
about?
numbers.
Conversation though.
We can't argue numbers.
What are we talking about?
Yes, we can.
Wait, pause
Not
though.
going platinum 3 times and 3 albums in 1 year, nigga. Man, this is a streaming
No,
world.
no, listen. You can always
Come on.
argue numbers, bro.
But this is a different time, bro.
But y'all don't like to argue numbers
Tupac
though.
never sold out nothing bigger than House of Blues.
It wasn't nothing
Ever.
bigger than House of Blues for him
House
to
of
sell
Blues was
out.
his biggest show.
Wait, pun. Wait,
Great Western Forum was around.
Wait,
he
question though.
couldn't sell it out.
Wait, okay, pun. Question though. Okay, cool. So numbers is what you go off of for who's.
If you're talking biggest,
if we talking
cool.
about numbers,
How do you prove it?
I agree, my nigga. I agree.
Numbers,
and that's why that little short nigga ain't fucking with Drake then. Ever in life. And that's why niggas say West Coast niggas is hypocritical, right? Because y'all will say Dot bigger than Pac of all time because Dot numbers better. Then Drake come and say, hold on, I'm bigger than the Beatles, Jay-Z, Kendrick, Pac, Biggie, but somehow I ain't the greatest of all time. Why?
Flaco, how do you gauge who biggest? Yes,
again, the numbers and the accolades. I agree with you. And that's why Drake the biggest rapper of all time.
Impact as well.
No, see, you see what I'm saying? Again,
you can't gauge impact. You can't gauge. There's not a meter or number.
That's my point.
That says impact. Everybody says impact, but you can't. What's the scale?
I agree
Numbers,
with you, right?
How many can you sell?
You can. It's not. There's no real metric for impact, but at the end of the day, people going outside, they go buy a Tupac T-shirt. You know what I mean? They watching certain movies. They sit there imitating him. They dress like him.
So that was the argument.
You know what? It's just like being a boxer. You can be on the top. You can be undefeated. But as soon as I come in and I don't have it,
ID or Cole or like Dot, nigga. Pop.
I understand. You feel me? Comfortable. So now you popping it like that, but you getting your lingo from LA. So when you talk like, hey, you Angeles. Yeah. So you got around backgrounds back then, like, he ain't from here, he not from here, he not from here. The movement was bigger than everything else. They was trying to get that point across, bro. So when you say that, listen. So when you say that, he was speaking for what was going on at the West Coast at that time. He embodied what it was going on at that time, which was some street shit, gangster shit. He was hanging around gangsters. Yeah. He caught on to the lingo. Nigga, you do the same thing. Man, you a different nigga from North Dakota than you is now, bro. Hold on. You my boy. I gotta get you though, bro. Yeah. The nigga that talking like he the king of LA right now and saying all this shit. Yeah. This is not the nigga that when he first came to Los Angeles. Yeah. So you got around cosplay. No, hold on. You done got around some gangsters. You done befriended some street niggas. Okay. You feel like you got a lay of the land now, and you got a little more comfortable. So now you popping it like that, but you getting your lingo.
Watch how you get there.
So when you talk like, hey, you LA niggas, you LA nigga, you cosplaying as an LA nigga. You getting your swag from Los Angeles niggas. You love LA niggas. You sitting here on the couch with niggas.
And this is my opinion on that. People are people. Humans are humans. Humans come around one place, they see a style of dress that's different, they adopt it. A way of talking, they adopt it. A way of eating, they adopt it. That's just it. And then when it comes to black people, you're so, when we express ourselves, one word can turn into another word, and that could be like, damn, that's some shit right there. I'm using it. So certain phrases get popular, and because the internet exists, we get to hear it because it used to be so, you know, separated because you actually have to go to these places and know somebody who went to them places. And maybe somebody might move to Gary that's from New York. Maybe somebody might move to Gary that's from Philly. Maybe somebody might move to Gary that's from California, and we'll hear their accent, how they talk, and then we'll start incorporating. But as a Midwest person, one thing I can be proud of is that we influence all coasts. You know what I'm saying? But especially artistically. But yeah, if we go in there and we start saying stuff like big homies, you go out east and you start saying shit like them Jones and you know whatever it is, man. Like yeah, we adopt culture, we merge cultures, but like the West Coast likes to be um so stand upish for themselves, and I guess it's because of a lack of representation. They don't feel like they got their credit, so they gotta be outspoken. Yo, we started that. We did that. We did that. But then it just gets to a point where it's like, come on, bro. You the West Coast, man. You know what I'm saying? Why is that even something you would even be
That
proud
you
of?
really fuck with that come from the fucking streets. So stop it with that shit, man.
Be real quick though. Again, before we address that point though, man, listen, bro. I see how you niggas talk about Soulja Boy, my nigga. Pac and Soulja Boy, homie. Pac and Soulja Boy, bro. Listen, bro. Pac came. Pac came. It was in 6 months. Pac was a hood nigga. Pac was on the hood. Come on, bro. Pac and Soulja Boy, my nigga. And you niggas don't respect them type of niggas. But it's Pac don't respect Pac now.
They get mad when I say shit like that. So I'm
bro. Pac and Soulja Boy, feel me? And you niggas don't respect niggas like Soulja Boy. So why you niggas respect Pac?
Man, listen, shout out to Big Soulja, man.
And Pac ran back to the East Coast.
Man,
when he got popping and started Death Row East Coast.
Man.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, come on, man.
But they don't want to hear that.
Pac had, and listen.
Man,
Listen. Pun has a different type of level of relationship.
Pun is a heavy.
We're not. When it comes down to Pac, you're not gonna get a true statement from Pun.
Would you start an East Coast rap label?
Yes.
If I wanted to continue business,
Would you call it whatever East Coast?
Yes.
No, you would not.
TDE.
They have different divisions. What's wrong with that?
You would start your label right here in LA if you're from LA.
Yes. After this shit was successful,
was on the East Coast.
After this shit is successful,
he's from the East Coast.
After this shit is successful, we'll move it over to the East Coast. We'll go. We gotta go.
Are you arguing a fact? He's from New York. He's from the East Coast.
Yo,
that's a fact. You can look it up.
Yo, bro, listen, bro, also too, bro, if you look at Pac's like life and legacy, bro, we seen videos of Pac at 17 where Pac was like sweet as a motherfucker. Pac at 19 with 20 was
in acting school.
Bro, listen, bro.
In acting school.
Listen, acting school sweet at 17, acting school sweet as fuck.
Wait. Was Drake an actor?
Wait.
Degrassi?
But wait.
And I was always Pac's mesh. It was getting people together and then redirecting their anger. Pac became the biggest East Coast artist by one, putting out music consistently, having nice verses, and getting shot, surviving getting shot. Now his name is big on the East. Then he goes to the West Coast, becomes the biggest West Coast artist by getting signed to Death Row, Built Up by Suge, and putting out All Eyes on Me, the double album, and the Illuminati. And then what does he do? He takes both those influence that he have in the East and the West and he merges it. Death Row East. Well, we got the Corrupts and the Dads and the Snoops coming out to New York, and we got these Jadakiss and Fabulous and Cameron coming out to LA, and ain't no East Coast West Coast thing. You start an East Coast West Coast thing, and then you control it, and you unite the East and the West Coast. It's like two girls at school that fight and end up being friends. Two dudes in the street that bump heads and end up being cool. You know? Okay, we got all our shit out. Now what's up? Let's get some paper.
What does it got to do with Drake?
No, I'm just saying. Pac at 17, we seen a video. Sweet as fuck. Pac at 19, 20 years old. Dancing in spiritual digital underground. Pac at 25 was the biggest blood in the world. Nigga, how?
Who said he was the biggest blood in the world?
Pac thought he was the biggest blood, nigga.
No.
But Pac, nigga, listen.
That's from the outside. That's from the outside looking in.
Hold on, bro.
But that's from the outside looking in.
Pac in Vegas with real blood calling shots. Nigga,
who was he around? Who was he around?
Listen,
you know, who was he around?
He was
around
Suge Knight.
What the Pac think he had the authority to tell?
He was around the boogeyman.
That's my point.
He was around the boogeyman of Los Angeles. So guess what? If you hanging with the boogeyman and you the biggest money maker, what you say goes.
You was a buster at that point, though.
That's exactly what he be doing. That's why he be sticking
exactly.
out his chest.
Right now, you got the chili. Hold on. Wait. Back to your point. Yeah. Right now, if somebody got the chili and they paying for the hood, right? A nigga gonna be freeing them. You know they gonna do that, Flacco. It's called extortion.
Okay, so Soulja Boy, say what you just said.
Yep, sure.
Does that fall into what you talking about?
No.
Soulja Boy he came out here claiming Atlanta.
No, that nigga Wack was fucking with him. That nigga Wack bought him.
He came out here claiming Atlanta. Did he not? Did he not? Did he not?
Yeah, he's from Atlanta. Yes.
Now where is he from?
He can still
Boston. Bompton came out to California, being the hottest Atlanta nigga. Hop about the freak big, get my Suave, and the you. Now all of a sudden, the nigga got a red motherfucking skull cap on, walking down the street with niggas talking about he from Bompton, getting into it with these niggas. Yeah, yeah, that's the same shit.
Right?
So does
So
that
we
fall
can
in what
say
you
that
said?
we can say that about a bunch of rappers. Then they come from different places and they say, you know what, I'm from the
Hey,
West
you
Coast.
don't respect them niggas.
And that's what he's saying.
You don't respect
I
them
respect,
niggas,
bro.
bro.
I don't respect Corrupt. I don't respect Exhibit.
You
I don't respect niggas
Soulja
like
Boy,
that. You
nigga. Cut it out,
crazy.
AD. You don't respect Soulja Boy, nigga.
Soulja's the homie.
Man, come
Shout out
on.
to Big Soulja, nigga.
Come on.
Shout out Soulja Boy.
Shout out to Big
Shout
Soulja,
out
nigga.
Soulja Boy, but we just
Shout out
proving the
Soulja
point.
Boy.
What he said is correct.
It's not, it's not
What he
proven,
said is
bro,
correct.
because there's
We
people
respect
that
niggas.
are there's people that came from other places. There's people that came from other places that we
Listen,
respect.
we are born and
What are you
raised.
talking
We are
about?
born and raised here.
Oh,
If we beef with one of them niggas right now, we're gonna say, bitch, nigga, you ain't from here.
Yeah, what's up, what's up?
Fuck. Oh, no,
He
fuck.
lying. He
No,
lying. No, we stay true to
No,
this.
wait. No, pause real quick, though. No, oh, no. And he's even worse than them niggas, bro. You know why? Tiger came.
Say that.
Tiger came.
Oh!
You put him on
I knew that's where this was going.
Tiger from out here.
You the buffer in the square, nigga. You put him on the Hoover, nigga.
Damn.
Come on,
What's wrong
man.
with that?
And Tiger is
Come on,
documented
nigga.
on stage saying, nigga, this Hoover.
Oh,
On
come
stage,
on,
and they
man.
got shot up the same night.
That's crazy,
Hey,
bro.
now Flacco,
That's crazy,
Flacco,
man.
look what he was doing. He was taking the homie to
Woo.
Dubai, putting
Come
them in.
on, bro.
But come on.
Come
Hey,
on.
nigga, you take care of the hood gonna take care of you.
Oh,
So,
you will,
no,
bro.
niggas
T-Rail
know that.
with that,
T-Rail
bro.
was extorting Tigers, what you saying?
I said that.
That's what you
said. I said
Come
that.
on, man.
I said
Niggas was
Tiger
wild.
Tiger was looking out for some niggas that had his back. That's
Bro,
all it
2
is.
seconds ago, you
wrong
gave
with
the
that,
same
bro.
example. You said it was called extortion. So
I said
which one is
it was different, bro. That was
Is it
Tiger.
looking out or extortion?
See, Raw was looking out for
So is it an
and
age
his
limit
homies,
where you're
yeah.
not credible if you claim
And
it
that's why niggas don't respect West Coast niggas, right? You know why,
Oh,
bro?
stop saying that, cuz.
Nigga, you respect West Coast
Niggas
niggas.
respect West Coast niggas. Stop saying that.
Did you
See,
respect
that's
West Coast
what I'm saying. That's the
niggas?
king of LA.
Do
That's
you
what-
respect West Coast
what you
niggas?
saying is
We put
crazy.
that boot in your
Stop,
ass
stop,
right
stop.
now.
Yeah.
All right, this
Niggas
is
Niggas respect
stop.
West Coast
You
niggas.
contradicting yourself because you
The
the
fuck
king
are you
of
talking
LA.
about?
No,
You gotta give
no.
respect.
Wait.
The king of LA has to respect
Hey.
West Coast niggas.
Wait, though. Gangbanging is supposed to be sacred, homie.
You
So
don't
people
know
who-
nothing
wait.
about gangbanging,
Wait, pause real
Flacco.
quick,
See,
though.
now
You
crossing
see
the
now
line.
you don't
Pause
know.
real quick, though.
You can't say the rules
You
of
don't
gangbanging.
know the
Pause real quick,
You can't
rules.
say the rules
You
of
don't
gangbanging.
know the rules
You're a
of
civilian.
I'm gonna
gangbanging.
tell you why.
You're a
real quick,
civilian,
though.
bro.
Listen,
Flacco, you're a civilian.
don't listen to what LAPD told you.
What does being a civilian got to do with knowing the rules of gangbanging? Gangbangers make their rules so fucking known. Gangbangers control the hood. You know, hey, don't wear these colors, don't wear these hats, don't throw up these signs, don't throw down these signs, don't snitch. Don't step on people's toes when they hustling and pimping and this, that, and the other, all of this other stuff. Yeah, we're very exposed to the gang culture. You don't gotta be one to not know it. Like, come on, man.
Go ahead.
Gangbanging is supposed to be super sick. You know why? Because niggas died for that flag and that colors, nigga. And you niggas brought peons and put them on for $1, nigga. To me, that's some fucking bro. Listen, bro. Nobody can explain. Now, T, my nigga T-Row, but you, Suge Knight, the Big Soldier niggas, Briss Breezy, all that shit, bro. You niggas cannot tell me.
CB gonna fuck you up.
What?
Shout out
listen,
CB, man.
Okay, look, you
Why
can't
you dissing
listen.
Chris Brown,
No,
bro?
listen.
I wish Briss Breezy beat me. You know what, nigga, bro? I'm a millionaire.
Flacco.
But no,
Let me tell you
no.
this. Let me tell you this.
But niggas die for that gangbanging shit, and you niggas selling for cheap. That's not cool.
Flacco, let me tell you this. When it comes to the Chris Brown thing,
Okay.
right? The nigga was a young nigga.
Don't matter, bro.
No, listen. The nigga was a young nigga. He came out here and hung with everybody from LA as a fucking kid. Not no grown ass man.
Okay.
He didn't have no success and got popping. He was living with niggas that's really from this motherfucking cloth. All he knows is the shit from out here.
He was already rich.
He wasn't rich, Flacco.
What?
Who wasn't rich?
Chris Brown at the time.
Chris Brown was rich. When he got
When he
was
got
signed at 15 years old, bro.
He was out here, nigga, getting influenced by the crump dancing, was hanging with DJ Goofy and all them and shit like that.
He was rich.
He was a little kid, bro.
He was rich.
Yeah. He was influenced.
He had money.
He was rich.
He wasn't.
bro.
He wasn't what
Bro,
he
his
was,
first
bro.
record was a fucking major hit, second record major hit, third record major hit, fourth record major hit. He had consistent hits.
It
He
doesn't
never
matter.
dropped no duds.
It doesn't matter. You talking
When
like
Chris Brown
So if you come out
He's
here,
like
so you
TLC
come out here,
wasn't
if you
sitting
come
there
out
talking
here,
about they wasn't
if
broke.
you come out here at 11, 12 years old, and you hanging around the community,
11 or 12.
Nigga, that nigga was young.
He wasn't out here at 11 years old.
Do your research,
He
brother.
wasn't out here at 11 years
Do
old.
your research,
Nigga,
brother.
I'm born and raised here. He wasn't out here at
Do
11
your
years old.
research.
You're born and raised here.
research.
He wasn't out here at 11
Do
years
your
old.
research.
15 years
How
old.
was he when his first album came out? How old was he when his first album came out? How old was he when his first album came out? How old was he when his first album came out?
Exactly, nigga.
13, I think.
No,
He was in Atlanta, but
he was 13, right? Okay,
He wasn't in LA.
Perfect.
He was 13 years old.
Act like you know about a 13-year-old kid at the time.
He was in LA.
Nigga. So he wasn't living with me and hanging with Goofy and trying to crump dance and all that shit with
He wasn't living with you.
Well, he came after that. He came after that.
Was he still a kid?
He was still a kid.
Exactly.
His name is Bruce Breezy, and he had Rolling 60s living with him.
We don't know.
Briss Breezy. Blood shit. Now Rolling 60s living with him.
Like, what are you talking about?
Brick Baby lived with Chris Brown at some point.
Man, that's
And Brick Baby is one of the dudes that got arrested back when Big U got arrested, Loose Cannon got arrested, and Brick Baby got arrested too.
music, man. Everybody gets together.
Hold on, bro.
And different things.
Everybody can get along.
No.
What are you talking about?
Sam,
What does this guy do with what we're talking about? What are you talking about?
Again, bro had different cliques and different group of niggas that he fucked with in the city, including different gangs. And I'm saying is this, bro. He's not a LA nigga. Y'all put him on for a bag. Y'all put him on because waking up and working hard was more difficult than telling there's nobody. Hey, bro.
Have you ever seen
Flacco? And this is a problem too, bro. They do this all around the world. Why are you only singling out LA niggas? There's niggas that claim Atlanta. There's niggas that claim all type of shit. I'm just saying, this happens all the way around the world. You're trying to send that all Los Angeles.
Do anybody respect East Coast niggas? Because you keep saying nobody respect West Coast niggas. Do anybody respect East Coast niggas?
They goofy too. No. No, listen.
So nobody respect nobody.
You're the king of the East Coast.
If someone goes to the East Coast,
are you the king of the East Coast?
NYPD, they the bigger gang. They're the bigger.
I've never lived on the East Coast as an adult, but the
Midwest.
I'm going back to
But you from Philly, so technically you from the East Coast.
You're the king of the Midwest.
Not really though. No, but yeah, facts.
You're the king of the Midwest.
Hold on. Let me get that documented. So you're the king of the Midwest.
Facts. Come on now, man. Facts. Come on, man.
Get back to my boy Chris Brown. You're a real nigga. That's all I'm trying to tell
Chris
you.
Brown a real nigga.
Chris
real
Brown
nigga.
is a.
Right now, y'all not even. All this is documented. What happened and how he transitioned.
Really
Coast platforms.
Yeah.
Why you don't think so? Why you don't think so? 5 years?
I think Adam is also growing. I'm growing too, and we'll probably be. Y'all. I essentially gave like Dejan enough rope to hang himself when we knew was been successful.
The nigga scratched his knee.
Come on.
Well, you got to give it to him though.
What has he built?
What are we equating success to? Like, what is success?
Any level of success. What
is he bigger than when you first met him now?
No.
He is.
Are you crazy?
He is.
Like size-wise? Like
bro,
he's on the fucking bro, it's dingy. This nigga.
Are they doing the same thing T-Rail doing? Are they doing the same
T-Rail clarify. Hey, if you have problems with these niggas, don't say that I'm a bum. Don't say that I don't know how to make content. Bro, I never dissed them. And you was laughing.
Yeah. I got mad because I'm like, that's fucked up, right?
Yeah, facts.
That's a fact.
It's a fact. Wait, facts, right? No, facts. But though, those are different things real quick, though, right?
No, it's not because it all came around the same thing of you lying about where you come from.
Yeah.
They're saying, he's not from there.
Yeah, I forgot.
Don't cross that gun line, nigga.
Come on, it's 3 years ago. So again, when you pop it online as somebody with a reputation of,
I see what you're saying.
y'all as niggas with integrity, if you have a little brother and you pass away, right? And he's your homie, that's your boy. And you're like, attorney say, hold on. How did he mastermind the Young Dolph murder when Cornelius and Straight Drop ain't call him for months, right? Again, not the morning of, the morning after, not months before. They ain't talked for months. And that's how he got found out guilty, because you can't convince a jury, bro, that T-Raw mastermind and your death when y'all, when we ain't talked for months, so how the fuck you told me to kill him? You feel me?
So you saying that the bag got put on his head months ago. So then they didn't go back months ago. They was only trying to look at a certain time in a certain time frame.
But where do you get that research from?
So look, according to the shooter, we was at the crib.
They had a snitch.
One of the shooters.
You feel me?
I was make sure he on top of his shit.
You feel me? And it was me, Big Jook,
the main shooter,
and like Hernandez Govain. You feel me? And they told us, there was $100K on Dolph head. There was like $20K on other niggas who was under Dolph. And we didn't talk about it, like since that day, which to me, that's like the best way to commit a body.
And that's documented because he took the stand and saying all this.
It is.
He took the stand saying all this shit. So
Yeah, man. Feel me, man? But hey, no. But bro, why I particularly, bro, like went as crazy as I went on him was to pretty much just send a message, bro. Y'all don't get to say whatever y'all want to say to me and thinking that I have to be quiet. Feel me? Yeah, that's it.
Who is y'all?
Yeah, what are you talking about?
So look, so there were people who was doing like again, like dudes from the streets was like, yo, Flacco is talking crazy to Hernandez Govain. They say, yo, he's gonna kill you. And I'm saying, no, the street niggas don't get to say whatever they want to say to everybody else. And the minute we respond back is, nigga, how dare you? Nah, right? Nah, bro. If we're all men, why do street niggas get this pass of they can say whatever they want to say to anybody want to say it to?
Wait, Flacco, why are you only putting that on niggas, street niggas?
Because
this used to happen with the mafia. This used to happen with all type of organized crime structures.
Yeah.
But when you say street niggas,
Flacco had his own kind, man.
Why are you just putting it on us, bro? When it's a wide spectrum.
Yeah, Flacco hate black people, man.
Come on, man. You hate your own kind, Flacco.
Again, back to hypocrisy, okay?
How's that hypocrisy?
When we say niggas, we are talking about just
a noun.
Yeah, people, men in general. So again, so to me, street niggas just mean people in the streets, right? Whether you are Mexican,
no, nigga, you put street,
Puerto Rican,
nigga, you targeting black people.
Nah, bro, I'm talking about.
You could say
just people in general.
Give me some muffins.
Pause, man.
Man, ain't no pause.
Pause.
Give me some muffins.
You can say street. You can say street organizations because there's all type of different organizations. When you say street, nigga, you're pointing out black people, bro.
Sure, cool. So the streets and gangbanging in general.
Intimidation comes from everywhere since the beginning of time, my brother.
Sure.
And it didn't start with street niggas.
Sure. So people in the streets and gangsters feel like they can say whatever they want to say to people.
When you say gangsters, you say in a wide spectrum?
Yes. Yeah, yeah. Italian. Oh, I'll be real.
But let's be real. What you're saying about street niggas ain't what you doing?
No.
Because you feel like you can say whatever to people, right?
No.
Yeah. And you're saying it's justified because they can say whatever to people.
And you say your niggas can tap in.
You're doing the same shit.
And have somebody spook to leave their hotel room.
You are literally saying,
that sounds more like a gangster to me.
I'm not scared of you, nigga. I can say what I want to say about you niggas.
And somebody is shook to leave their hotel room after talking to your niggas.
No.
That sounds like a fact. That sounds like street organization to me.
No, fact for you though, right?
He does have a street organization thing going on.
No, look.
You keep saying that there's a niggas thinking I ain't gonna say that, or niggas gangsters going in there. You're saying I can say what I want to say.
And a threatening tone too.
Yes, but here's the difference though. I say, yo, men should be able to have dialogue, but I should be able to say whatever I want to say to you if you antagonize me, for example, okay? I'm not saying, yo, I'm a street nigga, so I should be able to disrespect you. And if you respond back, how dare, don't you know I'm a street nigga? You're not supposed to talk to me like that. That's the difference. Nobody other than the streets expect to disrespect people and not get disrespected back. But when it comes to gangbangers and street dudes,
Flacco, in biblical times, the two men had a disagreement. How do they handle it?
What?
How do they handle
This
it?
nigga said in biblical time.
In biblical times, since the beginning of time, when two men can't see eye to eye, how do they handle each other?
According to Christ, he turned the other cheek. He don't even engage.
No, we didn't say Christ. We said man. When two men have never been able to see eye to eye, it's always resulted into violence.
According to secular standards, cool, probably, right? But if you are a Christian,
wait, that's in our human nature, though, right?
How?
What do you mean?
How so?
If the beginning of time, we thrive off of violence. You make a career off of violence as well, too. We thrive off of fucking violence, bro. When two men cannot get along and they have some type of confrontation, handle your issue. It's always been that since the beginning of time. That doesn't change now. This has nothing with. What you mean, caveman?
And Flacco, you capitalize off making videos talking about street shit and violence. So, are you a culture vulture?
No.
And you talk about if a nigga run up on you, you gonna do certain shit to him, just like a caveman would do.
So when is this?
Self-defense means you're still gonna choose violence if somebody brings violence to your doorstep, correct?
Wait though. So as cavemen, right? When there's no rules, there's no society, right? Yeah, you could do whatever. You could do whatever you want to do. There
are rules. It's called mutual combat.
But though, as people right now who live in modern society, we all agree to live under society and in a way that's feasible for our existence. Meaning, okay, there are rules and regulations and laws to make sure this shit keeps running. That don't include I'm gonna walk outside and kill anybody who talk to me wrong, right? No, you still have to fall under society and be law abiding. So no, I don't agree that if I, let's say, disrespect you and say, yo, you's a bitch, that you should be able to shoot and kill somebody for that. No, right? So no, I believe, right? Yo, we should be able to have dialogue and have words and talk. But when it comes to the streets, they believe that they have ownership over you. They believe that they should be able to say whatever they want to say. And the minute you respond back, I'm a street dude.
No,
you know who you're talking to?
No, Flacco.
No.
Sometimes when you butting other people's business, they get at you. Shut your fucking mouth. Who are you? Most of the people that you report on are people that you don't know. You're getting facts from somewhere else, right?
Right.
Sure.
Okay, then. So you can see how somebody that don't know you from a whole can of paint can say, hey, why does this guy feel like he's putting these cases on me or whatever, rumors on me? You can understand how somebody can get upset and want to get at you, correct? And if you really want to be a law-abiding citizen, you would let the law do their job. If you believe in the law.
Oh, no.
You're an antagonizer, bro.
It's our civic duty.
Our civic duty is crazy.
Who's our?
This is crazy.
It's our civic duty to call out, to report, and do whatever we can do to get criminals off the streets. Why?
God.
No, wait though. Why?
Crime stoppers. You're a crime stopper.
No, why?
Now listen to this. This is where AD puts his foot in his motherfucking mouth at. He's finna jump off a bridge.
Bro,
out the window.
Everybody is pro-crime, but as soon as they get some paper, they leave the crime-ridden. Why? Because nobody is pro-crime. Nobody wants to live in that environment. Nobody wants to be in proximity to it. I'm saying the minute that it becomes an expectation to allow street dudes or criminals in general to commit crimes without any consequences, that means that all of our neighborhoods is going to be crime-ridden, right?
Wait a minute. So, Flacco, so do you know the government has always dibbled and dabbled in crime, right?
Sure.
AD, right? What they got to do with it?
They put drugs out here to fund wars, correct?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so the very fabric of crime comes from the same people that you're saying you're supposed to do crime stoppers for and be law-abiding citizens for.
Report to them.
These are the same people that taking out our black leaders at the end of the day.
And these are the same people that you just called one of the biggest gangs out here. The police, right?
Oh,
and they have subsections
So you
in
put a
the
bigger-
police force that targets minorities.
Of course, listen,
And that's
bro.
So
documented.
there's some injustice
And that's
in
documented.
every organization. What you talking about? But you're sitting there putting the law to a higher standard when the law been corrupt and against us from day one.
So at that point, it's a pecking order.
Flacco.
Wait,
What
listen.
side are you on, brother?
No, look. I feel like the
How about you just
misconception-
have your own moral compass and you try to be a righteous human being
wait
and
though.
do things according to what you like to do,
Here,
instead of putting so much trust in the system that your skin tone won't even look your fucking way.
here. Now look, I feel like the
Cook
misconception.
my brother. Oh,
No,
my
listen.
brother.
I feel like the misconception about me is I don't care about the other things. I'm just one of those people who believe, bro, we can simultaneously tackle everything. For example, bro, again, bro, look, I can tackle but the wealth disparity that has us in poverty, that entices us to like do crime. I could tackle the hierarchy. I could tackle, like again, right? I just don't believe that if I'm talking about gang violence and how we could stop black on black crime or things that are huge obstacles for us to overcome, that's not me saying that I can't talk about these other things as well.
It has to be kind of frustrating if you are a civilian and you're preaching black on black, you know what I'm saying, together, or no crime at all.
Sure.
And when other platforms say, oh, you know what, Flacco, they try to belittle you, undermine you, and say, oh, Flacco's not doing the right thing, feel me, for our city, or they're not doing the right thing for our culture because you're trying to put criminals in jail. It has to be kind of frustrating at some point.
Bro, listen, because bro, like I've always, bro, I tell anybody who's like willing to listen, bro, my mission is bigger. I understand that we have to get our stuff together to fight the real dangers. For example, bro, white nationalist is the biggest threat to just us being in existence. Again, for example, bro, 10 years ago, the white nationalist was a thing where people was like, bro, listen, bro, that's a crazy theory. But bro, there's a group of white folks who believe that America has to go back to identifying as a white nation.
A lot of them are in law enforcement.
Yeah, right. Now, look, there's a group of like white folks who believe that America has to go back to its true identity, which is being a white nation. And that means by all means necessary. That means we can't vote. That means they pick their leader. That means we get displaced and move out the country. And I'm saying, hold on, 10 years ago, this ideology was something that was like spooky and crazy. Now our vice president is a white nationalist. Now, there's huge lobby groups that are white nationalists that are giving billions of dollars. I'm saying at some point, the displacement is gonna start. At some point, we won't be able to exist as Black people in this country. So hence, for us to really tackle those issues, we have to what? End the wealth gap. Find a way to close that wealth gap. So hence, we have like huge lobby groups. Again, did he try to do a lobby group? What happened? The first year, right, and he launched the Black Party, which was a lobby group to where he tried to give, he raised like I think like $5 million, right? The first year he raised that, he got jail. So I'm saying is there are things that
there's powers that be, right?
Well,
Flacco, let's keep it real. A lot of those people are judges.
Sure.
You feel me?
Yeah.
They're politicians.
Sure.
They're in law enforcement.
Sure.
So do you understand sometimes when you're helping them, when you're making certain videos and you're doing certain shit, all you're doing is putting your own people up on a silver platter for those people to even push their shit even further.
But look, why wouldn't you want crime to stop? And why wouldn't you want? Why wouldn't you not want criminals to be off the street? You know what I mean? And then when we preach it, do you think that we igniting and we putting fuel to the fire for the culture to be you guys are rats or you guys are this. You feel me? You're telling. Like we're making it okay. You feel me? For motherfuckers to say that.
No, I'm saying if your logic is your boys is the LAPD, you believe in the law, right?
Okay.
Okay. If you believe in the law, then unbiasedly, you're going to sit there and take their side on things when the law, for the most part, that we've seen, especially in our communities, they're super fucking corrupt and they're not here to serve us. Correct?
But you don't like criminals.
What do you mean?
You don't fuck with
I
criminals.
love
right?
criminals.
Okay. Well,
This where AD fucked up at. I love criminals. Trying to be the extreme mentality that represents and defend this gang culture. And we can differentiate between gang members and gang bangers. Gang bangers choose not to coexist with each other. Gang members coexist with other gangs. They just have a set amount of rules to protect themselves from disrespect from their hood, so that the people that are gang bangers that are affiliated to them through this gang, that's like, hey man, you out here, you're a gang member, you with us, and you kicking with these other gangs, and they disrespecting our set. Now you need to move like a gang banger and check that nigga on that shit. So being able to differentiate between gang banger and gang member, being a gang member, trying to defend the extremities of the extremism of gang bangers, you end up saying, "Oh, I love criminals."
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Why would we preach that?
Yeah. No, wait, the pause real quick,
Who
right?
says we're preaching it?
No,
You
I'm not
just
going to
said
sit
you
here and
love
be a
you just
hypocrite.
said you love criminals.
Yeah, I do.
Why would you preach that to
What do you consider? What do you consider a criminal?
somebody who robs, kills, and steals, nigga? You love that.
Sometimes people rob for a greater good. Sometimes
you
people kill
love
for a
that.
greater good. Do we kill America? Do we kill people
Do you love
that what we perceive for our greater good?
You gonna sit here and preach that to our youth?
Do I ever preach?
You just did it.
Oh, yeah.
How?
Do you ever preach?
No, I said, do I ever preach
I'm
criminal
about to say, whoa.
activities to the youth? I don't do that.
Pastor AD.
Yeah, Reverend AD.
I'm just saying.
Nah, bro. Also, too, bro. Listen, bro. Like the street dudes they serving us on a platter, right? Right. And here's why. Again, how do they displace? Right. They have to bring the marshals. Right. No. Look, no, bro. Again, bro, it's serious, bro. Again, Trump has military personnel in DC
right now.
Their goal is to make it so hostile, to harass you so much that you say, man, bro, I gotta leave this bit. And then you move out. And they push you further and further and further away from your community. And I'm saying they can only come if crime is at an all-time high. If crime is happening. And the street dudes, the gangbangers, the killers, they're the ones who are serving us on a platter. No, listen, I should be able to live in my community, walk outside, breathe my fresh air. Because, bro, listen, bro, the hood is a beautiful place, homie. Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Bro, listen, bro. It has history. It has culture. And I'm saying, listen, they don't want us to be in those communities in proximity to them. They want us as far away as possible. But unfortunately for us,
let's go back to the white nationalists, like you said.
Wait, right? But unfortunately for us, though, America is running out of space, which is why now things like what? Huge facts.
Huge deportations.
No facts. Now, two is this: when they come to gentrify our from communities, right? They don't want to be in proximity to us, though. Which meaning, if they come next door and build this huge complex, they're figuring out how to get your black ass out of there, and that usually happens through what? They bring the marshals in. They find laws to make sure that you don't get to rent or stay in those environments. I'm saying street dudes is making it easier to have us served on a platter. And I'm saying also too is this, bro. At some point, we need to come together and rally. And that has to come from, one, get our act together. One, we have to unify. And then three, we have to find a way to close the wealth disparity. And that can't happen if a high school student who's like a track star is being killed a week before his like moving day. That can happen.
To rally what though? To rally, we got to come together to rally what?
Sure.
What are we coming together to rally?
Yeah, sure. Us as black folks have a great threat to our existence as black people in general. And that's the white nationalists saying America is a white country, niggas should not be in here. I'm saying at some point, they have billions of dollars in lobby groups. They're, bro, listen, bro. Listen, 10 years ago, this thing was a fucking myth. Right now, the vice president, who's probably gonna be the president in 3 years, is a white nationalist. That means, nigga, the threat to our very own existence is at the door. And black folks ain't unified yet. Black folks don't got our shit together yet. So hence, how are we gonna tackle it? We have to unify. If we can't unify.
How about you listen? Why don't you push this type of
I
content?
do. Niggas don't listen to me when I do this.
No, you always push.
Yeah,
gang,
but listen, you're monetizing off of street shit.
Hell no.
Yeah, like why not?
Broadcasting this shit.
Listen, when you
did
title your shit and you clickbaity and you do what you do, you're monetizing off of the shit that you're saying that you're against right now, which means you're supported. So if anybody, you're pushing that out.
Because Flacco, why aren't you pushing this message to the people?
Okay, so one,
as much as you pushing all this could be a big gang.
So this sounds good. What you're talking about right now?
Sure. So one, I do, and then secondly,
where do you do this at?
On my channel.
I see
why
this.
You don't do it over there?
It's over.
I do it there too.
No, you don't do it over there. Why don't you make motherfuckers do it over there? Because that's a dialogue.
Why don't we start unifying?
That's the dialogue. That's the dialogue that needs to be pushed.
Listen, me and Brandon debate these things every day and on Thursday show. But the two is this though. Again, when I cover the street shit, again, if Fox News cover Hamas, they'll support terrorism, right? Again, when I cover it, I'm critiquing it. I'm offering up opposing opinion. I'm telling the kids this shit ain't cool. So I'm not saying, this shit is cool. I'm critiquing. So hence, I should be able to see some shit that's not cool and make that out of content and tell the kids this ain't cool and here's why. So I'm not glorifying it.
But Fox News pushes all their content with a bias, though. They're Trump bias. So they push all their content with a bias. Well, I'm saying, why aren't you this message that you're preaching right now? I've never saw you talk like this before.
But even if he pushed this message, somebody gonna have a problem with it. Somebody gonna have a problem with it right now in the comments. Somebody gonna have a problem with it in the chat. They're gonna say shut up. They're gonna say he lying. They don't want to.
Well, I'm saying they ain't paid attention to him because he said this a lot of times. He come from Dr. Umar's sector and this, that, and the other. And motherfuckers never even looked into the shit. Yes, he speaks like this, but you only get heard and start going viral once you're antagonizing somebody. Like you blow up off your haters and you're sustained by the people who love you. You blow up off your haters, but you get sustained by the people that love you. The people that love you not gonna blow you up. They're gonna say, hey, and they're gonna move around. Haters will send in super chats to hate on you. They will come through your channel and tell other people to come through your channel, which gets your views up. They will leave comments, would get your page interaction up. You know?
Hear it. And he's preaching his message in so many words, even on his channel. Even if he bringing up all the street shit, he bringing this shit up. He don't want this shit on the streets. He don't want you niggas on the street. He don't want criminals on the street. He don't like the gangbangers. He don't like it in so many words. He being aggressive with it. But nobody is saying it. Nobody is understanding. Nah, I'm the king of LA, man. Fuck all these. Fuck the gang. I'm the police. Yeah, I'm all that.
Where do you see? What are you talking about? Where do you see?
I'm talking his page. I'm talking on his page.
I do though.
On his page.
Nigga, I watch your content. You don't never talk about what you're talking about right now.
I watch everything.
Pause though. I just had a Nick Fuentes video where I'm talking about Nick Fuentes, a white nationalist, and I'm breaking it down and like I'm critiquing him. Nobody has a problem with that video. Y'all probably ain't even watched that video.
I see.
You feel me? But the wait, right?
But you probably only drop a video like 1 out of 30 like that, right? Where you talk about shit like this, right?
That's my point though, right? If I have to sneak the message into this is a gang war video so y'all can listen to it,
why don't it be the whole message? You can do it. Why don't that be the whole message? Why don't the gang war shit
That's no message though.
Wait, why don't the gang war shit be 1 or 2 videos and everything else be the 28 videos you do? You could do it.
You could do it.
The entirety of the content is the message. When I say, yo, gangbangers gotta go, this shit gotta stop, that's me saying these niggas is our obstacles. 90% of us in these environments don't commit crimes.
So is a white nationalist the obstacle or is a gangbanger?
But it's just like the same thing that Charleston White was saying. Y'all niggas wasn't listening when I was in these conferences. Y'all wasn't listening when I was preaching this. Y'all wasn't listening. But as soon as I say fuck a nigga mama, here we go. I got views. You feel me? And then he'll sprinkle a little bit of knowledge in there, here and there. And then he right back to saying fuck.
I just don't like how.
I think it fall on deaf ears because of your delivery. Like how you
Oh
push it.
yeah, that
It's
could
like,
be
oh,
one.
these stupid niggas or these street niggas are stupid niggas, and it's like your
I just don't like to
delivery.
target it. If you saying that we need to unify our people,
We do.
I just don't like how we targeted our own people when there's other, like you're saying, other race people against us that want us out of here. If anything,
Because we're the more immediate threat. They're the greater threat, but we can't even get at the people who want us out of here because black people are selling drugs outside of our home. Black people are raising, black people are legitimizing the criminalization of black people. The black criminals are so loud and represented and protected in the black neighborhood that the rest of us have to act like we're criminals, which allows for the police to come through this motherfucker all day and harass us. Police don't go through everybody's neighborhood like they go through ours, but we don't go to other people's neighborhoods to be like, yo, I don't see no police cars. You telling me the police just don't sit on your corner? No, because we get your ass up out of here if you're a criminal. What the fuck are you doing? You think we just gonna let you just drive around the neighborhood in your fucking car wanging music all day like you really doing something? You goofy motherfucker. Get your bum ass out of here. You're a bum.
we should be wanting to come together more. The message shouldn't be lock them niggas up. How about, hey, let's put the guns down, let's fellowship, let's chop it up with each other and go against the people that want to eradicate our existence.
That's the bigger picture when you're talking about all races, but he's talking about the blacks. We got to start with us, brother.
No, that's what I just said.
You got to start with
You're talking about
us.
all races.
No, I'm talking about us as black people. I'm saying if you're saying that black people are the reason why dumb niggas, street niggas, you putting that nigga up in there, why don't you say, hey, black man, let's put that shit down, let's fellowship amongst each other, and then let's go against the same people that want to eradicate us if that's what we're going to do.
But we got niggas like you talking about I love criminals.
Bro, we all love criminals to a certain degree.
No, I don't. Don't put that on me.
So you don't love nobody that do no crime?
No.
Okay. So we're going to sit there and be dumb.
Yes, let's go ahead.
Now AD made an extreme. Now Terrell got to make an extreme try to offset that. Yes, you love, because the statements was different. AD said he loved criminals. I love all criminals. I love criminals. So now Terrell has to say, no, I don't love. AD says, so you don't love nobody who do crime. He say, no, you're alive. Both of you overstepped, spoke too fast, made an extreme. AD, you don't love criminals. You love people who just happen to do crime and been labeled a criminal. T-Real, there are some people who do crime that you love. There are some criminals that you love. Some people that you can say, hey, this motherfucker just, only way he get his money is crime. All I know this nigga do is crime. He's a criminal. He goes in and out of jail coming, but I love that nigga. But to just say I love criminals is crazy. There's no people that commit crimes out of love. It's crazy. Because I mean, think about it. If you buy food stamps off somebody, that's a crime. If you sell food stamps off somebody, that's a crime. If you smoke marijuana in a place where it's not legalized, that's a crime. Crime. You know somebody who sell weed, that's a crime.
Hey, I want all of them locked up.
You gonna be dumb. Nigga, your fucking shit is called back on Fig.
What that mean?
Whoa.
What are you talking
What does that
about?
mean? It's a beautiful things on Fig
Yes,
Road.
but you're
What the fuck are you
encapsulating
talking about?
the area that you come from, where
What are you
people
talking
still
about?
do certain
You
shit.
don't even know the acronym behind that shit, nigga. Why back on Fig even started? I'm back on Fig in my way.
So
it's
why
a
is
beautiful way.
So why
It's
is it
something
why
else.
is the couches orange?
You thinking it?
Why is
it
it
like
why is the
that?
couches orange?
Because I love
what is
orange.
that? What is that?
It's a beautiful color. That's it signifies
The dance,
nigga,
the
beauty,
dance you
nigga.
do. What does
You
it
know what I mean?
symbolize?
What you talking about?
What's the dance you do symbolize?
Niggas
What's the
throwing out
dance I
already.
do?
And that's the problem, AD. The color is not a crime. Dancing is not a crime. These organizations have color codes and dances and stances and words and creeds and prayers, but we didn't agree to be criminal. That came from the infiltration of stuff like the CIA that came in and tapped one person on the shoulder and said, we give you the plugs on the guns. Went to the other side, tapped them on the shoulder and said, oh, we give you the plug on the drugs. And so now one person is getting money and the other people ain't. But they got guns to come get your money, and so there it goes. Now the people who got drugs got to buy guns, and the people that got guns got to buy drugs. And they've infiltrated, and then that's the more immediate way that we're able to sustain ourselves from day to day. And so we practice that more than we practice the longevity shit. But we should have gave them guns, gave them their drugs, and stayed on the lane that the Black Panthers had us on. We had got free healthcare, free education, free transportation programs, health programs, judicial programs, food programs, clothing programs, home programs, housing programs, and we did all of that without drugs and guns illegally. Had guns, but didn't use them illegally. Come on,
Well,
man.
Flacco.
that comes from my African
They
heritage.
falling out already, Flacco.
In fact,
That comes from
Niggas
my
falling out
African
already,
heritage.
Flacco.
no, yo, wait,
We was getting somewhere, man. They start arguing. Y'all prove this point, man.
But also,
So you see how we have dialect as men?
Here though, but also too though, bro. Listen, bro. When I say these dumb niggas blah blah, yo, there's still like philosophy that has to be true. Meaning this, yo. I do a fine job at separating gang members from gang bangers, right? Now, I've spoken to people who say, man, bro, like that's dumb. No, and here's why I say it's not dumb, okay?
It's not dumb.
The gang bangers are who I believe there's not enough psychologizing, speaking to that's gonna get them on board, right? Those niggas,
Active. They're still active.
yeah, fact.
Still active.
So hence, yo, there's a good 5% of niggas that are part of us that we have to overcome before we can fight the white man, and those niggas gotta go.
They said 5%.
Listen, but look, 90% of people in the hood in inner cities don't commit crime. For example, bro,
Don't commit violent crimes. The number is high if you just talk about crime. Like I say, if you buy food stamps, which a lot of people will buy food stamps, I guarantee you, if a crackhead came with the parole, Flacco said, "I got $1,000 worth of food stamps for 500," he would commit that crime. He would commit that motherfucking crime. Hey, I got a burner phone. Hey, I got the plug on the cable. These things are crimes. He would do it. But 90% of black people in these neighborhoods don't commit violent crimes.
about like what? About like 1 million violent crimes, right? It happened last year, right? Dog, there's like 40 to 70 million black people. That means what? That over 90% of black folks don't commit crimes, ain't out here committing crimes, bro. We out here working, grinding, podcasting. So here that means there's a very small percentage of people who are actually committing crimes. And then out of those people, there are serial crime people, right? And then out of those people, there are people who, yo, my life is bro, I'm on this block, and my entire life is to kill other black men who look like me. And I'm saying those people, they gotta go, right? Again, but it's not no talking to, psychologizing, education,
Flacco,
resources
where does that
can save
where
them
does
niggas.
that
They
come
gotta
from,
go,
though, bro?
Huh?
Where does that mentality come from?
What?
Of you want to kill another black person?
Again, man, it's through trauma. Again, bro, there's a bunch.
See, but Flacco isn't saying these people got to go, meaning they got to kill. He said these people got to go, meaning they have to go to jail, and we have to change the mentality of people where we're still okay using such antiquated ways of getting money and creating laws for ourselves. That's just it. So when AD asked that, I think Flacco took it as, where does the mentality of killing come from? And don't have a mentality of killing. So he's saying gang bangers come from this.
Of reasons why I could point to. There's probably again, that's probably not their fault.
I'm saying let's go to the root of that. You're taught that. You're taught that hatred for the next person.
Yeah, but like all black people thought that.
Wait. And a lot of that reason is because we come from impoverished neighborhoods,
Sure.
right? We have a lack of resources,
Sure.
like other people don't. I mean, other people have,
Yeah.
right? So
Sure.
all of that is rooted from the same people that you're saying that we're going against. They're putting the guns in the fucking ghetto. They're putting the drugs in the fucking ghetto. They putting the liquor stores on every fucking corner. They're putting us in areas to where they want crime to thrive at anyway to begin with.
But I think it's time.
So
to
you
stop
can't
making
sit there.
excuses,
No, that's not no excuse, bro.
It's time to
Because it
stop
goes
making
higher.
excuses.
That's not no excuse, bro. Because guess what? You could have went a different way. Luckily, somebody gave you an opportunity to see the world and do different things and to change your outlook on life.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? All of us in that same position right now, bro. We all could have went a different way. We seen some different shit that somebody they say, hey, look, you get to travel, you get to see this. Here's an opportunity. Go do that, go that. Everybody don't have that same opportunity. So you can't sit there and say, well, fuck these niggas down here. They lost. Hell no, that's out.
Yet still, we can't have nobody. You teaching niggas you love crime. So you've seen everything.
No, nigga.
You love
just
everything.
because
You
just because somebody is misunderstood right now, don't mean that's their final destination. You can sit
we're
there
not
and
talking about the misunderstood
nigga, you can tell a nigga right
now.
now. I got homies in jail right now. I can say, hey, bro, when you get out, my nigga, do your thing, bro. Don't never go back. Don't do no crime. Don't do none of that shit.
Lovely.
But guess what? You can still tell somebody in the neighborhood right now that's doing crime, hey, bro, go the different way because this is a result of what's going to happen to you.
You didn't tell them that. You told them you loved it.
Wait, see,
yeah.
Come on.
I think your proper response shouldn't have been, I love criminals. You should say, I have homies who I love that are criminals.
Love people that are misunderstood.
No.
And when they get opportunity.
Your response should have been, I have people that I love that are criminals.
Yes.
That's what I meant to say. Criminals are saying everybody, rapists, pedophiles.
Don't fuck with rapists, don't fuck with pedophiles.
So what you said, that includes those are criminals.
Okay. Well, to be fair to that point, I get you with that.
Wait, okay, the question, right? So okay, so I'm about to put you through like a moral, exercise, right? So look, there's 10 people in this room, okay? There's 10 of us. Now, we're trying to get out the door, right? But in front of the door, there's cinder blocks, right? Now, 2 out of the 10 has convinced themselves that they don't want that door open because whatever is behind that door is bad, okay? So we start to take down like the blocks, you feel me? But as we take down the blocks, those 2 niggas then begin to put the blocks back. And as we make progress, they begin to put the blocks back. We trying to take those blocks from out the door so we can open up the door. Those 2 niggas believe within their spirit and their blood that whatever is behind that door, they don't want it open. So they're working against the group to put those cinder blocks back as we take it down. Do you allow those 2 niggas to continue to put those blocks back and try to educate them? Or do we say, hey, nigga, it's 8 of us versus 2 of them niggas, y'all gotta go, bro. Sorry, nigga, y'all gotta go, bro. And I'm saying,
so do you?
It's
faster and easier to say, you 2 niggas gotta go.
You're acting like 2 people can overpower 8 people. The majority is gonna do what they want to do anyway.
That's my point. In the hood, it does happen.
But you don't have to eradicate
the hood is violent. The hood is crime-ridden because.
Yeah, that's one thing. Yeah, you got 8 people trying to take the bricks away. You got 2 people putting the bricks back, but once you understand the 2 people putting the bricks back are willing to kill you, willing to beat you up, willing to shoot your house up, your mama house up, your grandmama house up, willing to get their kids to beat your kids up while your kids trying to go to school, get an education. You're not as violent as those people. So you got to understand that's the hesitation to taking the bricks. Take another brick away from this door and I'm going to pop you. Now we in the hood, forced to live and never get to go to the other side of that door where the wealth is at, the resources, the sanity, the peace, the wealth, the health, the longevity, the family. We got to stay over here and keep acting like this shit normal.
A small percentage of people is making a violent crime.
Why do you work?
Where does that come from?
Why do you work for someone that's doing that? No, let me ask you a question. If you're going against, wait.
Are you trying to
wait. If you're trying to say stop gang culture, stop this gang shit, you have somebody that's platforming it and hiring gang members and platforming it and pushing gang narratives on the platform that you work for. Why do you work for that man?
Oh, unless he's trying to take it out from the inside.
Why do you work for that man?
That makes no sense.
I promise I can cook you later on this.
Why do you work for that man?
So let's please address the real issue.
No, we're here. This is the whole point. You said niggas are trying to get out, but it's 2 people trying to stop them from getting out. It's the same shit.
Sure.
Your message that you're pushing right now is black people need to come together.
Sure.
Right?
Sure.
But you work for a white man who's putting gang members on here and making them push gang narratives and get RICOs and push all that shit. Why?
And on that top, he's blocking
Wait,
look.
Unless he's trying to take him off on the
But
inside.
look, he's pushing it and he's doing that, and he's blocking what's really important, which is your message.
And you have a message, bro. Look at your message you got over here.
That small percentage of people that's there that he's bringing on is really blocking their really important messages that you have.
I've never heard you talk like this, Flacco.
Listen. I promise I can beat that fast as fuck. But let's first address what we address it first, and then trust me, I'm gonna cook your messages. Go ahead, Andy.
No, bro, it's coming from a real place, bro.
No facts. No, but though.
Flacco, sound like some hypocrisy.
Listen,
it sounds like
listen, I promise you.
You know what it sounds like? It sounds like the message. No. It sounds like the messages. It sounds like the message is okay with you as long as you get personal gain from it.
Oh, and that's called being a culture vulture.
Yep.
What?
I would address that shortly. But the first.
Are you a culture vulture? LA culture vulture.
Those two people. Do we what?
Do what? Two people what?
If it's 10 of us, and 2 out of the 8 is doing everything in a power to make sure that we don't take them cinder blocks down to exit out that door. Do we sit them down and try to psychologize, or do we say, "Hey, y'all got to get the fuck out of here"?
Hey, the 8 is the majority.
But hold on. If we got 8 people, you know, and 2 of them are fuck ups.
Yeah.
You feel me? And 2 of them are fuck ups. And I'm gonna say, you know what I'm saying? You are a part of the 8 people that's doing correct.
Yes, sir.
And then you got 2 fuck ups, which is your boss. And then you got then you got another nigga sitting at the table. Do these niggas have to go?
The Glazer, Lush.
Again.
Do they have to go?
Adam and Lush.
Get the fuck on.
That's my philosophy is if any of us is working towards taking...
gotta go. I wholeheartedly, hey, y'all got to go.
Perfect. Cool. So you. Do those 2 gotta go? The 2 people who is working against the 8 who's trying to get us out this way.
But how can the 2 overpower the 8 if we the majority?
That's my point. Yes, that's my point. In the hood, we are the majority. Civilians and people who don't commit crime.
The hood is the 2.
Who's the majority? In LA, the blacks is a majority? What are you talking about?
No, wait. In the inner city, right? Whether it's LA or anywhere, people who don't commit crimes and feed their families
are the majority.
They are the majority.
Yeah.
However, they sit by and allow gangbangers and street dudes to take over their communities. I'm saying if those people rise up,
I don't think they allow it. They don't know how to prevent it, and the powers that they depend on to prevent it is sometimes crooked, brother. Which is what AD's talking about, the police.
Exactly. If it's 90%
how
of
are all
us,
these guns getting in Chicago? Who's funding these kids all these guns, bro?
How's the drugs getting?
Where's it coming from?
Now or back then? Back then. Again, back then, of course, bro, the CIA, the FBI, they flood these neighborhoods with that.
But why do they do that? To cripple us today, just to have you say, fuck them people right there.
No,
that's basically what you're saying. Eradicate the niggas that's a byproduct of what the fucking CIA and what they fucking did to us back then.
And I'm saying 90% of us somehow was able to see, this is a trick, nigga. We're not committing crime.
No, 90% was placed somewhere else. You didn't come from a neighborhood like that. You didn't live and see the same things that other people had seen, bro.
But at the same time, that don't mean gangs is something that we should be like glorifying and saying it's right. Oh no, it should stay in the community and let's try to rally them on to do better. No, nigga, get the fuck on. And I think everybody else in the world in the chat and all that shit is over with. Streets is over with. That gang shit is over with, man. Get the fuck out of it. If we had our way,
if you feel that way, look at the camera and denounce. No, if you feel that way, look at the camera and say you denounce all of that. Don't say groove no more. Don't say groove no more. Don't throw up no signs no more. Don't do none of that.
Lay your flag down.
Lay your flag down.
Lay your flag down.
No, don't say groove. Don't say groove no more.
I think you said the flag been down. You don't have to put your flag down because the flag doesn't represent crime. There's nowhere in these creeds, in these prayers, the instructions, the institutions, the laws of these organizations, whether it's Blood, Crip, Vice Lord, GD, Folk on the Hustler, There's no law in there that says you have to sell drugs. You have to kill. No, no, no. That's the stipulations that come with it. It's like people that go to church. A lot of a lot of popular Christian phrases ain't in the Bible, but people will say it like it's in the Bible and not know it's not in the Bible. But they just heard the pastor say it, and they'll be like, "Damn, that's not actually in the Bible." No, that's not. That's just a popular phrase amongst Christians. Being a criminal ain't in the laws and ordinances of street organizations, of grassroots organizations. You know, so you don't have. It's not the language. It's not the saying groove. It's not saying bro, bruh. That mean brother. It's not saying none of that. It's not dancing. It's not the colors. It's the mentality that this is how I tackle there being no resources in my neighborhood. I utilize the black market, the underground, you know, bootlegging, running numbers, selling drugs, prostitution, breaking in homes, breaking in cars, robbing businesses, extorting people, you know.
Don't sit there and do none of that shit.
Don't fuck around with it. Look,
Lay
this
this
how I
flag
see
down.
it. This all look. You
Okay,
can't.
so
You
But
just made one. You just made one person
But
lay this flag down.
this
Flacco
again.
at work.
It
But
works,
no,
Flacco.
but this again.
We about to get out
You
this
feel me? No,
door.
but this is
One
again that
person
you
put
can't.
his flag down.
You gotta really sit there, man. That's the street shit is over with. That shit is dead, man.
come on.
Nobody wants to do that. Niggas wants to get money and they want to live their life. When they get to a certain age or they get to a certain mentality, you want to live your life, dog. You don't want to have this just sitting here and like, oh yeah, just keep going and champion that shit on. Fuck no, nigga. Unless nigga, everybody is changed mentally, nigga, and we here for the community. How it starts, Crips and Bloods started as community activists, right? If we go back to that,
but it's not just Crips and Bloods. You got to talk about everything in a wide
we
spectrum.
talking about this, so
And
Crips
why
and
do we
Bloods
and
our
why
people.
do we highlight and why do we highlight street culture then if it's so much gone, if it's so not that? Why
Because
are
it's here.
Wait, no. Why are little white kids online talking about go slide for this person,
Because
go slide
it's
for
here
this
in
person?
front of our eyes, dog. If it wasn't here, what else would they talk about? We don't
What
know.
do you mean? If we're only the two people and we're not the majority, how is the smallest majority influencing the 90%? Please let me know.
That's the nigga. Yeah.
Being violent.
Again, and that's what I'm talking about, right?
The powers that be choose to highlight the negativity coming from these places.
Well, wait, absolutely. Why? Because they understand.
And guess what, Flacco? You help highlight it.
Wait, the question. Wait, the AD cooking real quick. Right, so look. Yo, there's a shit called. No. Look, right, bro. Look, there's a shit called USAID, right?
Mm-hmm.
When they wanted for the people of Cuba to overthrow the government, right? They say, yo, we have to change the sociological identity of those people because, yo, they were too complacent, too like subdued, too calm. So they invested in pouring rap music into Cuba. And again, what that did, again, bro, they put millions of dollars into putting like rap music, right, into Cuba. And what that did was it changed the identity of the people and made them overthrow the government. Why? Because rap music made those people revolutionaries. Those same people said, yo, that conscious shit is making these niggas too revolutionary, too militant. Let's start pushing this gangster rap, this mumble shit. Let's start pushing this shit to black folks. And it worked. Why? Because bro, we not militant no more, right? We is fuck niggas
So
now.
Flacco,
It worked.
Why highlight it then? Do you understand that?
Highlight what?
Listen, do you understand when kids go to social media right now, they can look and see another person doing something crazy and they say, you know what? This is the only way that I'm gonna get an interview. I gotta go even more crazier right now.
Yeah.
The shit that you're posting, the shit that a lot of motherfuckers is posting.
No.
You do highlight it. When you talk about certain shit, when certain shit is posted, Listen,
Did you just make black dudes who are trying to improve their life and get a job on a big platform fight each other?
No. Hell
You
no.
didn't do that?
Nah, hell no. Me? No. Wait, pause though.
And if you a law-abiding citizen right now,
Flacco,
the same person. I mean, my bad, Flacco. Are you if you're a law-abiding citizen, the same person that you saying that you want to stand for the community, would you give him an interview right now? No.
Yeah. Facts.
You're not.
I give Rizza Islam, Young Pharaoh, Tariq Nasheed, Matt niggas interviews with. Feel me?
Niggas with clout.
Exactly.
Hebrew.
You won't be giving Young Pharaoh a motherfucking
Anybody with
interview.
clout.
Have y'all watched Hidden Colors?
Yeah.
You watched Hidden Colors?
Tariq Nasheed, Rizza Islam. Look at all their content.
Wait though. Also, wait though. Again,
but
though,
what? No. What I'm saying is,
I
bro.
interviewed Young Pharaoh when he had no YouTube account. I said, bro, he popping it. Come on.
And I know you're a byproduct of Dr. Umar, right? Yeah. So I think deep down inside, you really stand for what you're talking about. Okay. I get that. Yeah. But you can't work for the belly of the beast.
Okay, perfect.
And push that message, bro.
Yeah. Right. So
I agree.
Yeah. Look. So
I agree.
Yeah.
And you make enough money. Wait, hold on. Right? And you make enough money right now too, to where you don't have to work at nobody's platform. You can do everything grassroots. You can help some people in impoverished communities, show them a different way, and get them opportunities.
Yeah.
Same shit you just said Dejan can do.
I agree. I agree.
So look. So
it's contradictory where you're working at what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
I agree.
Okay. Wait.
Because you don't need the money, right?
Wait though. So
it's about clout.
Well, pause. We always need money. That's not it.
Yeah, but it's about clout then. Clout and attention.
Contradiction.
Clout, attention, notoriety.
Yeah, man. I was riding.
So look, it sounds like you want that.
I respond, but I can. You feel me?
You just killed it with that line right there that you need the money. So you sold your soul.
All right. So one is this. Now
You say you always use money. That's crazy.
My channel, before I even address my jumper, when I do videos covering street shit or gang shit, it always comes with the opposing message. So hence, I'm doing an overall good by critiquing it and saying, don't do this. So my channel, when I cover it responsibly, right? And I feel like there should be a avenue and a lane to cover the gang shit and still say, this shit ain't cool, don't do this. And I'm covering it so I can enlighten the kids to say, this shit ain't cool. So that's why I cover it. That's one. Secondly, me on No Jumper, when I came to No Jumper, I brought consciousness to No Jumper. I brought on niggas like Tarina Shira's Alam and conscious people to educate and uplift our people. Now, if Adam is doing interviews with gangbangers and trying to give them
Anyway, whooped him, man. He really whooped him. Once again, that's Fig Community World. And yeah, shout out to Poetic Franco, AD, T Rail, and the brother Big Pun, man. Like I really rock with that coach over there. Like they really like, you know, got their own thing. They probably be like B, C, D type celebrities as far as status. Like they not the star, but they sustaining their life by working with the stars. And so they star adjacent, right? Which a lot of the times fuck being the star, fuck being famous, be paid. You know what I'm saying? So um like Mac Wop is Schoolboy Q DJ as far as I know still. Keem is his manager as far as I know still. And Tiny is his childhood friend. They let him do like hype man stuff. Same with Smack. And then Schoolboy Q and Kendrick Lamar was on the same label, so they was, pretty cool. And they was at the Pop Out show. Duno is like one of the most. He's like bigger than all of them. Because he has the Hispanic community. T. Rail's wife has it. She has a few businesses like Sorella and Lips by. I think she had Nails by. Nails by. It's something. My bad. I'm blanking on it. But Yeah, so it's a cool little community over there. Check out their streams. Community spelled Cuh, like the Crips call each other Cuz. Community, back on Fig, um, MacWap TV, um, Fig Community World, Truth in the Details, and Big Tiny has a YouTube channel. I want to say it's a her. No, it's not. It's a her. It's the congregation. The congregation. And shout out to Ace Boy Rios. Now, Ace Boy Rios is one of the ones that I really fuck with because he like separated and went totally the other way. He's gonna have more broad of a um spectrum of people he speaks to because he moved away from the gangster stuff. And that's what I'm saying. A lot of people who never did gangster stuff is infatuated with gangster stuff. The people who actually survived the streets, they want out of the streets. By the time you're 40, you're 50, 30. Life whooped some niggas ass so much by the time they was 30, they like, yo, I'm not no hoe, I ain't no bitch, but this shit dead. I'm stopped shaking up, all of that shit. I knew a nigga in his late 20s stopped shaking up with niggas because the nigga went to jail and folks didn't do nothing for him. Shout out to my nigga Charles, man. I appreciate he stood on that. He still loved us. He looked at us as this, but that nigga stopped shaking niggas' hands, throwing up shit. Fuck that. So yeah, Ace Boy Rios is one of them, and he put his homies in position. And then Ace Boy Rios and ooh man, it's a few of them that's not so always on it, but yeah, man, shout out to that whole little clique. Shout out to that whole little movement. Um, I want y'all to know, as far as outside of y'all world, we look at all of y'all as the same people. We're finding out now the cliques. Oh, these people don't fuck with those people like that, and these people really don't know those people like that. Like everybody fuck with each other to a degree, but these people and these people really rock with each other. This, that, and the other. And, oh, Smack and T Real ain't always been cool like that, but yeah, check them out, subscribe to the channels, man. But y'all hold it down, man, because the stuff that's going on between Smack and T Real, either way it goes, is gonna be all right. And I don't see Smack and T Real breaking up or anything. I just see them really getting proficient and making the money so that everyone is satisfied. And I'm not saying that this has 100% to do with money, but to Smack and what he's trying to do, he needs a chili. You know what I'm saying? And he's getting a chili. He just needs the chili to continue. Um, to me, at this point, because only one person can own a YouTube channel, T Real is seeing that, and so you have to shake motherfuckers and make it they idea to shake. Oh no, remember you the one who left. Welcome back, but it'll never be the same. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, shout out to T Real, Smack, and Heather. Y'all are the goats. Like that's the triple crown thing right there. Mac Wop, you're a universe on your own. Hold it down. And know that King and Tiny and TF are necessary stars in your universe. Because a lot of the stuff we love to see you do is actually be an asshole to them. But there's a respect factor to it that you could take it. You can receive it like you give it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, y'all do y'all thing, man. This boy Suave Boss, man, and the argument need. Shout out to the debate league. Shout out to Psychopathia. I can't wait to see Taz interview. 'Cause, you know, he really got a lot of knowledge. And I can't wait to see Taz interview. 'Cause, you know, he really got a lot of knowledge. And I can't wait to see Taz interview. 'Cause, you know, he really got a lot of knowledge. And I can't wait to see Taz interview. And hopefully mine to be right up out of that. Because y'all already know how we go down. Now I know it's a social game going on. I know it's politics going on. I ain't gonna get too deep into it because I don't want nobody to feel like I'm putting something on them and not putting on them. You know what I'm saying? So my interview will be coming. Now I wasn't surprised I see A-Nons before me and Blues before me, this, that, and that, but um I definitely spoke up. Taz spoke up, and I want to Taz. Let's get these interviews. Let's get these debates. Let's get this knowledge. Let's have some fun, man. It's the boy Suave Boss Man in the Argument League. Shout out to everybody who came through. Hit the like button. And we out. Black Power.